Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Texas Card House here in Dallas, Texas, for our regular Saturday night tournament final table. Appreciate you guys coming out and checking us out. We got a few familiar faces here, a couple of regulars. Had a decent sized turnout today. So Johnny's in the box. We're about ready to get started. Guys, appreciate it. Let's see, we got in the chat JB. There's JB in the chat, my Red Sox buddy. Yes, it's me. I am in the box. Johnny's dealing for the button here, guys. And look at this. Gino's getting some love already. Gino in seat 3 here. We do have a return player coming in for the second week. And in seat 5 is Larry. You guys will remember him from last week. Came into the final table at chip leader. I think went out 5th, I think. He's coming in third in chips.
Fold.
Stefan there in seat 1. Lucky River, no stranger to the final table. We do have some first timers. We'll get to that in a minute as we get around the first hand number 1 here. Well, thank you, ADHD. I appreciate that. A little love for me. You got to appreciate that. JB, did you play the tournament today? Well, there's Ryan Crow.
6 of spades is the first turn card.
Welcome to the stream, Ryan.
She's actually pretty wide.
And here we are, hand number 2. Guys, the blinds are 10,000, 20,000, 20,000. Lucky River going to look down at 9-7. Larry with a queen 10. He's going to get involved here. He likes it.
Raise.
He's going to raise it up. Let's see. Raising it to 40,000. Joe. Resa with King Queen. And he's going to come along. Stefan. Going to like big blind. Likes a little something better than 9 deuce. So we'll go heads up to a flop here. Flop's going to come 8 high.
Check.
Only 1 club. We got to check. Deuce on the turn. No help to either player. Resa's king is good. He's going to bet out at it here. Looks like 25,000. $25,000 to Larry, I believe. I see it out there. There it is. It's out there. Larry coming out with the raise. Larry back-to-back weeks. He's feeling much more comfortable here week 2. Pushing people around. Larry. Wow. I gotta like it. You gotta like it. And we're getting started early. Usually first couple of hands or so, people feeling each other out. Larry's coming out swinging. Wow. Gotta like to play.
Raise to 50.
Gino back again after a month or 2 off. He was touring Europe, so he took a couple weeks off. He's back in the tournament groove now and back at the final table. It's been a while, but only because he's not played. Joe, 9-10, good enough for a little long look, but not good enough to get involved here. Resa with the button and an ace-6. He's going to think about it a little bit. Still probably thinking about that last hand with Larry. Henry, no. This young man, I'm surprised it took him.
Raise all in.
He's going all in with the ace king. I'm surprised it took. We haven't seen him in a while. He was very dominant there for a while. I mean, he was making like back to back to back final tables and running deep. JB saying Gino did. He did build a monster stack. Gino with the ace queen here, giving Henry the eyes there. Yeah, I think Gino, he doesn't want to, but I think he's going to lay this down. He doesn't like the call and the raise, and Henry will take it down. Henry with the all in. Kara, there she is. Kara Rodriguez tuning in to watch hubby in the dealer's box there. Good to see you, Kara. I saw you were dealing the live stream. Kara was dealing the live stream the other night, I saw. Emily and I were having dinner. We just glanced at it for a little bit, and she wanted to talk, so so I didn't watch much, but it's good to see her in the chat. Lucky River going to get her. Larry here. Raising it up with the ace queen of spades. Nate, he's no stranger to the final table. Wish he would have wore his Cubs hat. Looks just like Fergie Jenkins with his Cubs hat.
Calls 55.
Resa, he's going to make the call here with a couple of fives. Stefan, he's got a couple of picture cards and the button, but he elects to get out of the way. Gino with Jack-8 offsuit will make the call. It's a three-way action here to the flop. 9 high.
Check.
Larry figures his ace queen of spades is good. We were having dinner at home watching the game. We put it on and watched a few hands, and then she wanted to talk. So Larry's going to take it down. Larry must have left here last week unfulfilled, unsatisfied. He's coming back today with a purpose. Larry's wanting to play some poker today, people. Larry going to look down at 5-4 suited here. And he'll throw it away under the gun. Nate under the gun +1. Joe, I can see Joe's itching to get involved. Uh-oh. So Stefan's going to look down at these aces and figure out what he wants to do with them.
Calls 40.
Gino coming along with the King-8 of clubs. Lucky River. He's got an ace, but not much else. The deuce isn't worth bragging about. JB, I've got pizza in the room right now. I got out early enough to run over to JR's. And here we go to the flop. 8 high with 2 diamonds.
Check.
No help to Gino or Lucky. And lucky for them, because Stefan's got a couple of aces here. Gino's checking. Let's see if Stefan wants to check behind this. He does have the ace of diamonds. Matthew, good evening. He doesn't have much left, so he's going to try and make the most of it here.
75,000 is the bet. Raising all in.
Gino going all in here. He did hit top pair. Gino with top pair and not a bad kicker, but he's Run into Stefan's aces here. Gino not dead yet. A king or an 8 will make him a winner, but he is way behind here. 10 on the turn. We'll go to the river, and there it is. Stefan's aces are good. It could have been worse for Gino there. He ran into the short stack with pocket aces. Stefan will move up with that double up. And Gino is now short stack at 310,000. Carl in seat 7 here. It is his first time on the live stream final table, so congratulations to him. And Joe's first time also here. And you can just see he's itching. He's ready to get involved here. He can't wait. Lucky River 7-4. Not much happening there. Larry doesn't like the 3, and there it is. Joe's going to take down his first pot here on the live stream on final table. Congratulations, Joe. Congratulations. Yeah, guys, I had enough time when I got off. I dealt today, at Las Colinas, and I got done. I still had some time to run over, grab myself a pizza there at JR's. Guys, if you're in the area here, you're looking for a place, RJ's, JR's Pizza is a great place. Reminds me of pizza back home. I highly recommend it.
He just didn't see you behind you. Folds all around to 1.
Folds around to Stefan.
Raise 45 is the total bet.
I used to see an Henri over here on this side of the table. He's usually on the other side of the table. Well, there's not an extra seat at the final table right now. Henri's going to take it down. Hand number 8, guys. We have 118 of you tuning in. We do appreciate that, guys. You like the way Johnny's pitching the cards here. Go ahead and hit that like button. He'd appreciate it. Joe, as anxious as he wants to be, is showing great patience here. Larry with the button and a couple of picture cards. And there it is, expected that, a raise to come here. Raising it to 75. Nate's got a nice little hand himself here. Ace Queen, he's just going to make the call. And there it is, an ace for Nate with a couple of 5s. Nate checked the flop there, hoping Larry would bet out at it. Larry wasn't fighting. He wasn't falling for it. And Nate'll take it down. JB, I can't wait to see you at the final table. Guys, this is a great tournament, guys. Get you here get the payouts here. 1 day event, and next week is our end of the month special. We run a little something different at the end of the month, and I'll get that up here in a minute. At the end of the hand, Nate with the button and a nice little King 10 suited here. And he's going to raise it up. Carl hasn't had much to work with yet. Neither has Joe.
Call.
But he'll at least see a flop here. Heads up action. Wow, King 10 for Nate.
Check.
But they are all clubs.
60.
Nate did flop top 2 here. But Joe does have a club. Nothing worth bragging about it being a 4 and all, but he does have a club. Nate's going to lead out 60 and take it down. Guys, here are the payouts. We had 165 entries today, $400 entry fee.
Lines are off this hand, guys.
Prize pool of $54,450 there. Top spot's going to take home $14,425. Not too shabby. Worth coming out and getting involved here. If you're, if you're a tournament player, you're in the area. I don't know, unless you got the grandkids over or something. Larry getting the cards tonight.
Raise to 60. Fold.
He's got the ace queen. Carl and Joe just sitting down there patiently waiting for something to come their way.
Heads up.
Resa going to get involved here. Heads up action. I don't.
Check.
Queen high for Larry. Flopping top here. Resa doesn't really have much. His first time, Reza's first time here at the final table, but he's more of a cash player. You can find him
Raise.
at the cash tables. I guess he decided to try his hand at the tournament today, and well, here he is, sitting in seat 9 and raising it up. Raising it up. He's not a believer in Larry. He doesn't like getting pushed around here.
Checks.
Check. Larry's going to check back there. Wow. 7 of clubs.
75,000 for that.
Larry's going to make the call. Larry wants to see. And there it is. Larry will take it down. And there it is. Let's see what we got here. Here it is. This one I want to show you. This, guys. Here we go, guys. Starting on Wednesday here, the 29th. Into Thursday, into Friday, and into Saturday. We have the even bigger one. $250,000 guarantee, guys. $300 buy-in. That's it. $300 buy-in. 2-day event. Day 2 starts Sunday from 2 to 2, and then Monday night, guys, starting at 7 p.m. Will be the final table, and you can watch that here, right on YouTube, Texas Card House YouTube. You know what I'm saying. So back to the table here. We got some action going on. Nate's going to raise it up to 60,000 with the king queen. Joe with the position and a decent hand. He's going to come along. Stefan, he's going to throw away this 2-3. See, I'm interested to see what Larry's going to do. He's been running hot and getting involved in hands here. And look at this. Look at this. Joe flopping the boat. Nate open-ended.
30s bet.
Larry's needs running hard, and even then,
Call.
Joe with just a call here. See what Larry wants to do. He's going to get out of the way.
Heads up.
Nate could be in trouble if he were to hit an ace.
Check.
Or a 9. Ooh. Almost a 9.
35.
Nate's going to lead out at 35. Joe's going to sit here and think about how much would he call when I raise.
Raise. 125.
Things could have been worse there for Nate had he hit his straight there. Joe with the sneaky check on the flop and turn.
Raise to 60.
Sorry, guys, I was taking a bite there. Carl going to look down at suited 6-7 here. He's tired of sitting around watching everybody else play. He wants to get involved.
Raise all in.
We have an all in here by Henri. Joe can't make the call here. He'll throw it away. Henri will take it down. Henri with the 1.3 million in chips. Poker Monkey, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you earlier today. Husker, howdy. Guys, hand number 13 here. Still have all nine players. Lucky River going to look down at a couple of queens here.
Raise. 85 is the bet.
Under the gun, he's going to come out firing, raising it up. Nate here with King 10 suited. He's going to make the call still with players behind him. See what happens. See how it all turns out here. Stefan with 9-3. He'll throw that away. Henri not interested. Gino. All right. So queens and King 10 heads up action here. Oh, 10 high. This is not good for Nate. Lucky River with the queens. Nate flopping top here. Well, almost top. Top and top here. Let's see how. All right, so Lucky River's coming out here. Nine of clubs, Nate going all in. Lucky with the call. Nate going to need some help here. A king or a 10. Uh-oh, to stand up. Oh, he stood up. No, she sat back down. Three of hearts on the river. And that will do it for Nate. Lucky River's queens holding up. And Nate's going to finish in 9th place for $1,475. Congratulations, Nate. I'm sure we'll see him back. Hopefully, he'll be wearing his Cubs hat because he looks just like Fergie Jenkins when he wears his Cubs hat. Anyway, back to the game.
30 to go.
Nice double up there for Lucky River with those queens. He got the most out of that.
Raise to 60.
Carl just can't seem to get anything started. His first time here at this final table has been anticlimactic. So Larry, well, Joe, there it is. Okay. Joe's got an ace, 9.
Raise all in.
Resa going all in with the queen, king. Larry getting no respect with his raise.
185.
Resa all in for 185,000. Lucky River with the Jack 7. Yeah, I don't see him making a call there. Not with Larry behind him as hot as he's been. So action is on Larry here. Queen 9 of hearts.
Calls.
He's going to make the call with Joe behind him. He's going to make the call. Now, I don't think Joe can make the call here now that Larry's made the call.
Cool. All right, let's see the hands, please.
And here it is, heads up action. Larry looking to knock Resa out, but Resa's king is good right now. The king on the flop. Not looking good for Larry. And that is it. The river does not matter. Resa will double up. The Celtics are on the final table at TCH. I don't see anybody wearing the Celtic stuff. All right, guys, hand number 15. Carl under the gun. Joe with a 4-3. Uh-oh, here we go.
Raise. 105.
Resa with the raise with his pocket jacks. Stefan. Ace, queen,
Raise all in.
and an all in. Gino, 10. Now Lucky River, queen 5. Looks like got a little heads up action here. This will be a classic race here if he makes the call. You guys talking about basketball, I don't know much about it. I know the Mavericks are in the playoffs. You know, a lot of people around here. I'm happy for them. But, oh, he's going to lay it down and show. Stefan looks unimpressed. He'll stack the chips.
You had it?
I can't tell you what he had. He got the cloaking device up.
I know he
When he
did.
put the chips out, he flipped the cloaking device up so quick.
I think he had it. No, I think he had it.
Oh, you had it out so quick.
Look, I'm gonna see it anyway. It don't matter. But
Small blind.
All right, guys, hand number 16. We have 169 of you guys watching tonight. So far, we do appreciate blinds are 15, 30, and 30.
I'll tell you after.
Lucky River going to look down at king, queen, and the button. That's a beautiful thing.
Raise to 60,000.
And not much action in front of him, so he's going to raise it up.
Excuse me, 65. 65.
Carl's making the call.
Calls.
Jack, deuce of diamonds. Looks like Carl wants some heads-up action here. 10, 6, 5 with 2 spades. Lucky's king, queen still good. But Carl's been kind of quiet down there. Lucky's a little nervous. He's a little confused here. 10 of diamonds on the turn. I think if Carl threw a little something out there, he might be able to take this down. I think now that he checked, now if Lucky River throws a little something there, he might be able to take this down. Well, obviously, Carl's not going to call anything. Thank you, JB. I appreciate that. 3 of spades. I think if either player says bet, they'll take this down. Check. King high will take it down. Yeah, Lucky River, not usually laid back like that, but I think Carl made him a little nervous. And there are the stacks. Lucky River with 1.9 million. Ari with 1.2. Larry with a little over $1 million. Gino with 235, bringing up the rear. All right. Larry is seat 5, pardon me, guys. Larry's been on fire. He's just been, I'm telling you, Larry is on a mission tonight.
Raise all in.
Carl getting after with 10-8 of clubs, getting out of hand here. Joe wanted to play something, but I see him laying this down. It's not good enough to call an all in, and there it is. Carl will take it down. And a part of his reward is he gets the button now.
$30,000 to go. Folds.
All right, Gino here with a suited ace. Lucky River.
Folds. Raise.
Oh, Larry raising it up with the 6s.
Fold all around.
Fold around to Gino. Gino's going to make the call.
Yes, please.
We have an all-in situation here. Gino's going to need an ace or a lot of hearts. And Larry's got a heart there himself. So here it is, Gino with the stand-up. All right. Queen high. He hits the 4. All kind of outs for Gino now. A heart. A queen of spades. No. Well, there it is. You see Gino walking off the stage, making a left there, and you know where he went? Gino, you want to tell him? you got to be. This is gonna be a little closer, so that, yeah.
To come in here and get ridiculed with you.
There it is. Yeah.
After that beautiful pun of mine.
I would have been pulling for you, but I knew what happened, guys. Gino has joined me here in the booth. I appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun here. I even offered him a slice of pizza when he came in. He said he's not hungry.
Had a little bit of that food from Crave Haven next door. Wasn't too bad.
I haven't tried it yet. Is it any good?
It's good. It's Jamaican. It's a little bit spicy, but actually the food's good.
See, spicy stuff kind of messes me up a little bit, you know.
All right.
Raise to 60.
All right, so you're going to help me walk through this final table here, hold my hand a little bit,
No, I think you're doing a great job on your own.
give some insight here.
Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit about you too. You know, I haven't seen you over at Las Colinas in a while.
No, strictly playing, pretty much playing here, playing PLO in tournaments.
You must be doing well.
I can't complain.
Checks.
All right, looks like Joe here.
Checks.
Oh,
Joe just flopped before you came in. He flopped a full house against Nate.
Joe just flopped gin.
And now
Yeah.
I have.
I need a 6.
Yeah, he just got. Who's that? He just got Resa. Yeah, I think he just got Resa with that.
Reese's got the
Yeah, Resa's got the 6s.
with the 6s. So Reese
Got a bad problem.
he's in trouble here. Needing a 6 and a 6 only, a red 6, and it's a black queen. And there it is, Reza. He's going to finish. Let's see. We didn't even put the numbers up for you. You finished.
I finished 8th,
You finished 8th.
and Reza finished 7th, and
And so
he's going to get 1905.
So you took home 1710. Congratulations. Congratulations for that. Reza going
Thank
to
you.
take home
1905.
1905. Just under 2,000. Congratulations to both of you gentlemen. And we are down now to 6. Is that right? 6 players?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's get back to the chat here. Gino says JB said your table was the place to be today. You guys were having a good time, laughing it up. He said.
Oh, most definitely. We had a great table today.
I'm sure you were a big part of that. Lucky River going to look down at a couple of 5s here. Raised it up. Carl all in. His ace 5 of hearts slightly better than your ace 4 of hearts. Slightly better. But not really, because Lucky 5's got a couple
All
of
the
5s.
Yeah.
Well, look at Stefan with the 10s. And, well, you all know how I feel about same color 10s.
Best hand there is, if I understand right, Mitch.
There it is. Yeah.
It's Mitch's favorite.
It is. It is.
Raising
But, you know, and there it is. Stefan going all in with the 10s.
I think Lucky River gets away from this.
Yeah, if he gets away, Carl's going to get away too, right?
I think.
Oh, he was already.
No, he's already all in.
He was already all in.
He didn't have
Okay.
a choice, yeah.
All right, now he's
in
going to
there.
get the stand up here. Try and get some stand up equity here.
See if he can get a little luckier than I did.
Not even red.
No.
Not even red. A 10.
Yeah, he needs a
A
10, and
10
there's
will
only
make
2
him a winner.
left.
Yeah. And that is it.
And Mitch, what does he want?
Stefan taking it down. Let's see here. He's going out 6th.
Yes, sir. And he's going to take away 21.95. Not a bad day's work.
Well, there it is. Congratulations. He didn't have much to work with his first time at the final table, so congratulations to him. We appreciate that. I'm sure he'll be back next week to try again, which, by the way, is the even bigger one. Yeah, JB says he thought you would have finished higher.
Yeah, I thought I would have too. Kind of punted on the King 8 in the beginning there versus Stefan's aces.
Yeah.
He always wakes up with aces when I'm in the
Well,
hand.
you
with
flop top pair, and I run into that situation all the time.
him. Well, he didn't have that many chips either. Was my
and
problem.
that's why I said, you got lucky too, because if it was someone else, but you wouldn't have called if it was someone else.
Exactly.
But he didn't have that. He was short stacked at the time. Yeah. Flop coming ace high here. Lucky with 2 pair, flopping 2 pair, bottom 2.
Let's see if Joe gets out of line, but I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's trouble.
Gin card.
Joe hitting the straight. And see, that's the trouble with playing King Jack or King Queen. If you hit 2 pair,
40,000.
Yeah, can be a problem.
yeah, it could always be a problem, and that's what I've found out a lot lately. But I'm not going to get into it, Gene. Not getting into it. JB, Gino, JB says he'll introduce himself next time.
Outstanding.
My Red Sox buddy.
Oh, okay. Cool.
He's from Boston. And look at this.
Oh,
Lucky.
Look.
The governor just called.
yeah.
The governor just called for
And
Lucky.
saved
Oh,
Lucky.
you don't know how lucky you are, Lucky. Oh, look at that.
Bailed him
that.
out.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Look at that. So here it is, guys. Just to let you know, here is Gino in the booth with me. Appreciate you coming out. Guys, we're watching the rest of it. He's going to help me with it, and we'll see how it goes. Down to the final 5 now.
Yes, sir. Your count is correct.
Down to the final 5.
Who are you liking, Mitch?
Well, you know, these two young guys over here in C1 and 2, these guys are monsters. They're monsters. Stefan and Henri, these guys are monsters. Larry has come with a mission. He was here last week. He came to the final table chip leader, and he finished 5th. I'm sure he's a little disappointed in himself.
Yeah, he roared back to this final table today. He's doing well.
I tried to talk to him a little bit. He was no nonsense. Kind of shoved me a little. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He's got a cane. You got to watch out. He might hit you with that
I'm
thing.
Kidding. We got a hand brewed here, but we're going to get back to Larry and who, because this is a very interesting final table. Joe, the rookie here, looks like he's over here on this side of the table. Looks like him against everybody else because they're all over there. He's all over here. I'd like to see him, because it's his first time and everything.
Joe's a gambler.
Yeah,
he's gambling. He was gambling at the table with me 2 different tables earlier.
But these 2 guys right here, we're looking at right now, C1 and C2. These guys are killers. They're monsters.
Yes, I agree. Stefan played a couple of tables with Stefan, and he's solid.
Yeah, if these 2 guys end up being the two finalists, I'm not going to be surprised at all.
I wouldn't count out Lucky River yet, though.
No, Lucky. This is not his first time, and he knows how to play. He just needs a couple of hands to go his way, but he can play. But I'm curious to see how it all unfolds. Joe hitting the 10 there on the turn. Stefan's ace king still good, but Joe did pick up the nut flush draw too. So I don't expect him to go anywhere. Curious to see.
I don't think he goes anywhere either.
Curious to see what Stefan,
see that one
how much he's going to bet here. Because if I know Stefan, he's doing more. He's like, well, what does he have? I don't think.
See about 325.
I don't think he knows. I don't think he thinks Joe is as strong as he is. If he knew how strong Joe was, I'd really love to know how he would play it. Because, that's a different song and dance, too. If he knew what he had,
exactly,
how would he play it? That's what I'd like to think sometimes.
I missed it. Bet,
he bet
280.
280,000. I really don't see Joe, even if Joe knows Stefan's got an ace, he's still got to make the call. He's hoping for a diamond. And if the diamond comes,
diamond, king, no, he didn't get there.
No, he didn't get there. But I was curious to see how they both, if a diamond would have came, how they both would have played it. Because Joe's been sneaky. He's had some bad intentions with a couple of things he's played. He's been very sneaky. Kind of like the way I would have played him sometimes. Stefan's ace is good. Joe's 10. He didn't get there with the diamonds, but the queen is kind of maybe a scary card, I think. Stefan could be putting Joe on ace queen because he did call it 280. He could have put him on an ace queen there. So I'm sure that's probably what Stefan's a little scared about right now, maybe. Yeah,
he checked it.
He's a little nervous. He's curious to see what he has. He sees now because if you watch Stefan right there, he wanted to look down. He was very curious to what Joe was calling with. He wanted to see his hand. Exactly. He was not going to turn over his hand until he saw Joe's hand. He wanted to see get the information. What are you calling 280 with?
Yes,
Uh,
exactly.
so, guys, if you do look at that, if you do pick up anything, because I see a lot of players a lot of times like they'll check, and then the other guy will fold when the other guy should have showed first,
Right.
and he'll show first. Now he doesn't have to show. Now he's
Didn't
asking
pick
what
up
did,
any information.
yeah, what
Could
did
have
you,
gotten
what did,
information.
yeah, what did you, and he's asking him, what did
Yeah.
you have? I'm like, well, if you waited,
Yeah.
he had to show
had
first.
to show. Exactly.
A lot of players here in Baltimore, they're very aware of that. They're very aware of who shows first. Here, sometimes they don't really care. It's not until after the fact.
Larry's getting going.
Yeah.
Pocket fours, and he's just
But if you
sailing them out there.
if you see me at the table
20, 40, 40 are the blinds.
and you see me, Sometimes I'll call with the Stone Cold Nuts, and then he'll say, "What do you have?" I have, like he bet 40. I call 40. I got $40 worth of curiosity. I want to see what you have.
Yep. Turn your hand over.
I will call you with the Stone Cold Nuts just to see what you're playing. If I know you're not going to call, if I raise, you're not going to call. Why raise?
Exactly.
Why would I raise if I know you're not going to call? I could just call and I could see your hand.
And get the information.
Yeah. That's very big for me.
All right. Bunch of marginal hands showing up on the screen right now.
And not only do I get to see the information, everybody else at the
The
table
does.
gets to
Yeah,
see the
that's
information.
true.
Checks. Heads up.
Flop's going to come ace high, 2 diamonds.
For Joe.
Joe's chasing the diamonds again. Here we go to deja vu all over again, Joe and Stefan.
Check.
Joe's 9 is still good, but he can't possibly think that's the case. Checking a check, a queen. I think if either player says bet, they take that, and that's all I have to do is say bet.
Someone breezes
Check.
on it.
Stefan,
It's going to be checked. He missed an opportunity.
I thought he was going to do it. I thought he was going to do it. Joe's going to throw down his 9, disappointed. Not realizing he's going to take the pot down. He looks happy. I like this kid. I like this kid.
He doesn't show a lot of emotion.
Yeah, his first time at the final table, so congratulations. There was 3 of them. He's the last remaining one, so congratulations for that, Joe. So the link wants to know, could that be considered soft play if I don't raise with the nuts? Now, maybe in a tournament,
Raise to
but in the cash game where, you'll find me at the tournament table, but, I dabble in the cash game. But no, yeah, even if I have the nuts, I'm not considering it soft play. I'm just trying to find out some information, even in a tournament, But the rule used to be if you were the last to act in a tournament on the river and you checked with the nuts, then you could get penalized. But that's no longer a penalty.
Taken out.
Yeah.
3 players.
Exactly, Mad Vibrant.
Check.
Paid to see your hand.
All right, let's see what we got going on here.
JB says there was a lot of conversation at his table regarding the rules and enforcement of them. And I'll touch on that a little bit after this hand. And you play a lot. You could throw in.
Yeah, no, there could be some things that got enforced a little bit better as far as like people walking away from their hands, especially during a tournament. It's one thing in a cash game, but walking away in a tournament from your hands and giving a lot of information away to other people.
Okay, Lucky River here, facing a check and a check, and this is what's taking him so long. He's thinking maybe I can steal this pot. It's $208,000 pot here.
Yeah, exactly.
He's thinking, are these guys joshing me? Do they really not have anything?
He checks, so let's see if C2 straight gets there, and it does.
Maybe he didn't realize the action was on him. That's why they're smiling now. Apparently, Lucky, I thought he was contemplating a thievery, but he apparently didn't know the action was on him. But now he did hit the river,
No. C2 hit the river. Lucky River
he
hit the 10.
Oh,
but
he hit the
C2's
straight. Oh, I didn't see the
C2's
straight.
looking pretty right now.
Ah,
C2's looking pretty, and that
Henri's
may
got
cost
the
Lucky.
straight. There it is. I see it. I see it.
May cost
Good
Lucky
thing you're in the
some money.
booth with me, Gene. I might have missed that.
Stefan gets away, which he should.
Heads up.
And Andre's feeling pretty good about his straight at this point, I'm sure. What do you think he goes for? The pot's 530, Mitch.
Well, that's what he's thinking about now. What's the most he can bet and get the call here? He's gonna go for a bunch. Looks like
250, half pot. A little,
and this is where the other player's stack size comes into play.
Pulse.
yeah.
He
I
does
told you
make
it's
the
gonna cost
call.
him some money, that 10. Yeah.
And Henri will take it down. He will collect another 250,000 from Lucky River. Yeah, and I do deal cash and I do deal tournament. I do play cash and I do play tournament.
2040.
And the rules, okay. Tournaments and tournament players are a lot more strict about the rules. They are very
Exactly.
strict about the rules. Cash game, a little bit more flexible, I guess, is what I'm looking at here. What I'm trying to say, and I don't want to. Just a little bit, on major pots, like say the 1-2 game. Say this guy is he's the button, and the guy down at the other end of the table, he raises it to 15, and the guy who's the button, he throws out $2 to call the 2. And I said, he was talking to the other guy he didn't see. I said, well, is it raised to 15? Well, technically the $2 are supposed to stay. But, he takes it back. I'm like, okay. And I'm okay with that. Hey, you got to pay attention. Next time it's going to have to stay. And nobody really cares about that. But in a tournament, that's a different song and dance.
Exactly.
Mitch, he put 200 in the pot. That's got to stay in the pot,
Yep.
The
rules are definitely enforced a little better.
I hope my bosses aren't listening.
You'll be all right.
Yeah,
You'll be all right. They can't replace you in here.
Well, I got a little bit of time put in. I could get pulled in the office. I don't think I'm going to get fired, but they'll like give me a little finger, like Mitch, shake their finger at me. Stop doing that, But that kind of stuff.
Option. Checks.
Larry continues getting the good cards here, Gene.
Here we go. King Queen versus King 10.
Check.
Flop coming 9 high. Check to the turn.
And we do have a spade out there for Larry. Oh, nope, black card, but not a spade.
Check.
Larry's still good.
Two of clubs. Let me ask you, Gino. Whenever you're in a hand, is it just a little bit more disappointing when a 2 of clubs comes on the river?
It doesn't normally change very much. You're right.
To me, it's like,
It's a letdown.
If the guy's, he's chasing, I need this or I need that, and then how often do you need the 2 of clubs unless you're looking for a club high flush, club flush,
Right.
and then you're looking like you need this or the 2, you're like, ugh. Or if you're ahead and the other guy's chasing, you're like, oh shit, no, no heart,
Yeah.
no 7, no 7 or 10, and then the 2 of clubs, and you feel so much
And
better.
you're like relieved. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just I notice it all the time when I'm playing. On both situations, when I'm chasing or when I know the other guy's chasing. It's more a little frustrating when I'm chasing. I get to 2 of clubs. I'm like, really? Should have the option to do-over. That's the 2 of clubs. I want to take my do-over and get another one.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah. Would you sign that petition?
I would.
Yeah.
You talked about that last
Yeah.
week, and
Yeah.
I was down for it.
The
Yeah.
2 of clubs.
2 of clubs. We got to redo the river.
Do the river. Yeah, redo it.
We throw that away and start over.
That doesn't count. It's the 2 of clubs.
All right. Lucky River's got a hand.
Look at this. And
And
so does
so does
Joe.
Joe.
Wow.
There will be fireworks.
Look at this going on here.
There will be fireworks.
I'm telling you, this kid. I'm telling you.
Pulse.
And look, you don't know. He shows no emotion.
Yep, just
I
smoothed
mean-
it like it was no big deal. Flop the nuts.
flopping the goods, and it. I mean, Lucky River thinking he's reeling them in here.
Yeah, I don't see how that other 355 of Joe's doesn't get in that pot on this.
Now, Lucky River needs an ace or king,
Yeah.
and all 4 cards are still in the deck in Johnny's hand, so he's not out of it yet.
I'll take Broadway all day long in
Is
this
the-
situation.
Do you think Joe's he's thinking about raising here? I mean, Lucky River.
Lucky
You
River.
think Lucky River's thinking
I
about
don't know if
raising
he's
here?
thinking about raising. He's definitely calling. The whole thing is he might as well put it in because he's going to
Raise
call
all in.
the 230.
And there it
Yeah,
is.
There it is.
There it is. The
Exactly.
all in and the snap
Snap
call. Now, I'm telling you, all 4 cards are in Johnny's hand.
That's all right. I'm still taking Joe's Broadway all day long.
And here it is, all in situation, hand of the night.
Boom.
Almost,
Joe.
almost looked like an ace. Almost looked like an ace. And there it is. Joe, look at
Yeah,
this kid.
and still hasn't cracked a smile.
Stone, look at this kid.
Still hasn't cracked a
I'm
smile.
loving it. I'm
Yeah,
loving
the
this
only
kid. I
the only
love this
time
kid.
he got up or showed any emotion today was when he sucked out on me on a hand at the table, and I was like, "Oh, nice call." He actually it was a nice jam. He jammed with air, and he caught a straight on the river.
There it is. Look, is it?
There it is. We got a grin.
I saw it.
I did too. We got a grin out of it.
Wow. Look at this. Joe,
Yeah, he got some life now. Now Lucky River has dropped down a little ways.
nerves of steel, this young man. Wow. Nice double up there for Joe. He needed that. I'm telling you, I'm curious to see how this ends here. I'm telling you, got these killers here, right here in C1 and
Yep.
2. Lucky River just caught a bad break there that last hand. Flopping top 2. Only to get smashed.
Yeah, he's going to be licking his wounds for a minute now. He's seeing how much chips he has left, but he's not calling this.
And Larry. And there's Larry.
Yep,
I'm telling you.
just sitting there all stoic.
I'm telling you, he came back today with a purpose.
Yes, he did. He was not going to get bullied. Yeah, he jammed with the 6s on me, and he jammed with 4s on someone else.
Denman says Joe showed him a bluff today.
Anti's here, okay.
Henri's going to take that one down. So, guys, just want to point out just a little reminder here. Next week, starting on Wednesday, here, the end of the month, the even bigger one. Gino, you going to get in this?
Yep, the even bigger one. I'm going to get in it. 250,000 guaranteed.
$250 for $300 buy-in. Gino. Look at this,
Exactly.
$300 buy-in, guys. $300 buy-in. Day 1 starts Wednesday, 10 a.m. 2 flights here in Dallas, Texas. 2 flights each day, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Day 2 starts at 2 p.m. on Sunday.
Anti.
Guys, you got to get if you dig in tournaments, you got to get in this thing. A 2-day tournament, $250,000 guarantee, Gino.
Heck of a value. That is
For
an
$300.
incredible value for
And,
$300. Especially if you can navigate the field and get a bag with one bullet and go to Sunday. That's a real good feeling, potential of what you could win.
That's
from
what I'm talking
300.
about.
All right.
I see Mitchell in the chat here.
Raise.
Joe, he's got some chips to do some maneuvering with. He was a little handcuffed early, but now he's played very well.
80.
And
He'll open up now, Mitch. He will open up a little bit. He's got some
Yeah.
gamble in him, like I said earlier.
yeah, he's got some chips, and a lot of some players are been eliminated. We're down to 5. So yeah, we're gonna see some. We're gonna start seeing some play here, and curious to see what the chip stacks are. Guys, blinds are up 20, 40, 40. Hand number 33. Gino, we got 216 watching.
That's good. Let's hit
Yeah.
that like button.
Okay, guys.
Let's pound that like button. And
For Joe, for Gino, for Johnny, everybody hit the like button. We appreciate it. For these two killers here, Stefan and Henri going to look down at ace, queen, and the button.
Raised to 8.
That's a
he's
pretty
getting
good.
some hands.
That's a pretty good situation. You have the button. You look down at ace, queen. Life is good.
Yes, it is.
Life is good.
Especially when what the blinds had.
Yeah, and you got down to 5 players at the final table.
He's sitting at $1.8 million now.
And
He's
you have
in
Mitch in the
very
booth
good
calling
shape.
you a killer.
Yeah, can't beat that. You
it's
got Mitch
like
on
that.
your side. And,
Mitch
yeah.
calling you a killer. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like this guy's on fire. Larry over here. You know, but it takes a lot to impress Larry. Larry's been around a while. It takes a lot to impress him.
It was pretty awesome to see him back again and with
Yeah.
such a large chip stack.
Yeah.
When we were down to 2 tables, I was watching and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's the chip leader. And he
Yeah.
went to the table last week as
Yeah.
the chip leader. Yeah.
Well, you were making the final tables like 2 every 3 weeks there for a while.
I was. Well, no, the only reason I wasn't at some others is Saturday in volleyball tournaments for
Yeah.
my daughter
Well, I
that
said as
plays
much.
club. Yeah, I do a lot
said
of
as-
volleyball.
I told everybody that you were on tour in Europe. I said it's been a while. He's been touring Europe.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
But yeah, there's Mitchell in the chat. How you doing, Mitch?
Toured
But,
Washington and where else? Minneapolis for volleyball club.
Oh,
Yeah.
the southeast.
North.
Yeah,
That's north, buddy. That's northwest.
I was just in
You got a
Washington.
different map than me, don't you?
Well, I'm talking from Canada.
Okay.
Calls 80.
No, actually, Emily and I weren't. It wasn't that long ago. We were in Seattle.
Okay.
We flew to Seattle, rented a car, and drove down to San Diego.
I got you. That
It's,
was probably a nice drive.
Yeah, it was. It was. Emily loved it. It was. I made the trip a few times. It was Emily's first time, and that's why I did it. I did it for Emily. She loved it. She loved it more than Washington, D.C. I took her there, too.
Yeah, Mr. Joe's got an open ender here, and Lucky River's got ace high.
105 is the bet.
Joe's going to try to take it down right now. I think he will.
And he does. JB says he's going to be here next week and play the.
Very good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we got some other stuff going on. Let me
There's
see,
Mitchell. There's Superman.
yeah.
That's Superman, isn't it?
we got some other stuff going on here. I don't know what else we got going on here. We have some stuff going on down at the Texas Card House in Houston. Memorial Day this weekend. It's already started. So if you're down in the Houston area, guys, make sure you check that out. You want to play? That's a $100,000 guarantee for $300 buy-in. So guys, do check that out down there.
Raised to 80.
All right, Stefan here's got a nice little hand.
I told you,
Joe,
Joe would get
Joe,
put
get
those
yeah,
chips
yeah,
to use
yeah,
once
yeah,
he got some.
He getting out of line here with an 8-6 offsuit, raising it to 80.
Raised.
It's going to be brought back in line.
Yeah.
200,000 is the total bet now.
Stefan's going to make him pucker up there a little bit with the call. Oh, I'm sorry, with the raise. Joe's like, I was just kidding.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
I was just kidding.
Just playing with that one.
You can have it.
Yeah, I thought my button was good. It
I'll
wasn't.
get you next time, though.
Well, I see you got the pineapple on the pizza again,
Yes,
Mitch.
help yourself. Help yourself. Look, if you've never tried it,
I have.
if you like pineapple,
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah. So help yourself. Help yourself.
you.
Have you ever tried JR's Pizza?
I haven't ever had theirs. No, I haven't. Had a lot of pizza in my life.
Yeah. Well, they're. I just accidentally came across them.
Option.
I came here early, and I couldn't get a seat to play cash, and I was hungry, so I put myself on the list, and I said, "Well, let me get a pizza." So I searched, for pizza in the area, and they were pretty close. I think Domino's was closer, but I didn't want Domino's.
Right, you can get that
I'd
in,
rather
yeah.
eat the cardboard box it
Yeah.
comes in. But you know what I'm saying. So yeah, this reminds me of back home. This reminds me of back home. So and it's great pizza. And
I'll take a piece to go.
and
not-
and
not while we're-
the price is amazing. You know, and I went over there a couple months ago, and I told him. I said, I told the owner. I said, hey. I said, you know, I do a live stream. I said, that's where I'm going. I said, every Saturday I come here, I get pizza, I do a live stream. I said, I mentioned you shop on the live stream. And he was like, really? And I think he listens now because he asked me about it. And every time I go in there, he's like, you want a free drink on the house?
That's cool.
And, you know, it's really nice. But no, I mean, I get drinks here. But
Right. Well, you've been told again. You got told last week.
yeah.
Pineapple does not belong on pizza,
you know,
Mitch.
I
You were
mean-
told that last week. I remember seeing it.
Yeah. I mean,
And about a month before that, too.
you know, yeah. I mean, but, you know, I like it. And, you know, if you don't want to try it, that's fine.
I told you I'm going to have a piece to go.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, if you like pineapple, give it a shot, you know. But, yeah, JR's makes a great pizza, guys. So if you're in the area and you're looking for a pizza place and you don't want Domino's, and nothing against Domino's if you like Domino's, look at Larry here. You know, Larry's showing his versatility.
Yes,
I'm telling you.
Larry's bringing his.
Larry-
I don't know if that's a B or C game on the Rays on 7-4, but he's putting some pressure.
You know, and you see a lot of people coming to the final table, and they have this kind of move, you know, in their arsenal. King, Queen, 9 with 2 clubs here, straight draws and flush draws all over the place, but neither one with either. I guess Joe's got something of it, but Larry's swinging a miss here. We'll go to the turn, and then yet another swing and a miss for Larry.
Yeah, Larry missed an opportunity there.
Yeah,
He-
right there.
Oh,
Oh,
no, he has not missed an opportunity.
We both thought he should have bet. Thought he checked. And then, but no, with this, there it is. There it is.
Taking it
Look
down
at
with
that.
7 high, Larry.
Stoic. Look at that. Stoic.
Yeah.
These two, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Larry and Joe at the final 2.
Look at him go. Yeah, Lucky Rivers
I'm
kind of
telling
slipping down. He's down to 5-10, Mitch.
I'll tell you, that one hand when he flopped top 2, I mean, it's a killer. But I tell you, with the 7-4 with Larry, a lot of people, you know, they have it in their arsenal to make a play like that. But once they get to the final table,
Rays all in.
and even though they know this being live streamed, they won't try it because they don't want their friends or people to see them and then them goof up and lose a lot of chips, and then they have to face their friends like, what the hell are you doing with that 7-4? So they won't try it, but not Larry. Yeah, oh yeah, Larry's on that. He's beast mode. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not fearing it, not fearing the final table, but I'm telling you that being it, knowing that people are watching, they don't want to. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get out of line with 7-4 because if it doesn't work,
then they're going to be ridiculed. Yeah,
and,
exactly.
like, dude, what you next week you're playing at the cash game, and 7-4 comes on the flop, and you're in the hand heads up. Well, I might as well fold. I know Mitch got 7-4 over there, and it'll be, So yeah, so if you bring the 7-4, you better be Larry, because Larry can handle the ridicule. He can. I mean, he don't care.
Yeah, he's not worried about much at this point, I don't think. Oh, look at Joe. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm liking this kid.
Uh-oh.
And did he hit the flop?
He hit the flop. He outflopped.
He did. And look at this. He's just going to check it. Now he's got a couple.
Yeah,
no. I thought he had King 6 of hearts.
No. He needs to bet it now. There's 2 flush draws and a straight draw out there. Don't play with it anymore. There you go.
5 is the bet.
Yeah, well, I think he's lucky now because Henri doesn't have anything.
Right.
If he had even a little bit of anything, he might have made the call there, not believing Joe. But Joe will take it down. Guys, we're coming up on, what hand number is this? I can't see. Hand number 44, thank you. Thank you, guys. Hand number 40. 223 of you watching. We do appreciate it here. Texas Card House in Dallas, Texas. Got Mitch Lloyd here in the booth. Joining me, the final tableist himself, Gino, who did make the final table. And ran into a king 8 pocket aces. That was a situation.
Yeah, that
kind of stung
was
a little bit.
Punt on my part. But yeah, the gentleman, Stefan always has aces whenever I call him.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's a rule, so I'm gonna quit calling him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have them against anyone else, just me.
Yeah, we're talking about these two gentlemen here in C1 and C2, Stefan and Henri. These guys are, assassins. They're monsters here at the poker table, and I'm kind of glad I'm not out there, And Larry's putting on a display. Joe trying to become the rookie of the year here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
His
first time at the table. There's Lego in the chat. Lego, how you doing?
Yeah.
Henri here. Every time he gets the button, it seems he wakes up with a monster of a hand.
Oh, he's gotten some cards. I mean, it's incredible.
But he knows
But
how to.
that's what you need at the final. You don't want to be card dead at the final table. You got to get something. Blinds are too big. Thanks, Ricky.
Gino plays like nobody's watching. There it is.
Beating to my own drum, baby.
And there it is.
I just don't know where I couldn't find you at the table again.
I'm telling you who's playing like nobody's watching.
That's
Larry.
Yeah.
Larry is playing like, and Joe.
And Joe, too.
I'm telling you. This is going to be a good one to watch. Well, they're all good to watch, but this one.
Yeah, this is good. And I like the fact that Donovan added in a couple of levels. I don't know if you heard that in the beginning, but he added back in 2 levels because it was just accelerating too quick, and you weren't getting to play poker. All of a sudden, it was
blinds,
bingo when the blinds are 50, 100, 100.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is structure, and him adding back in 2 levels.
Well, that's just it. I mean, a lot of players, they're tournament players, and they know how things work and how things should work. So if they see something, they'll go to Donovan, and that's one good thing about Donovan. He listens. A lot of guys like, yeah, and they don't want to hear anything. This is my tournament. This, just play. You just play. You worry about flops, turns, and rivers. You let me do the structure. But that, Donovan, is not like that.
Did I see that right? Lucky River just pitched pocket 7s.
That's interesting.
And he was, one off the button? Really? Wow.
Well, Larry with his 1.4 million is going to make the call here, or did he raise? No, he just made the call.
I guess Lucky River knew his 7s weren't any good.
Oh, there it is.
Joe has pocket 9s.
There's Walt in the chat. Hey, Walt, what's happening? Thanks for tuning in. Stick around, by the way. This looks like it's going to be a very interesting finish here. These 5 guys.
150 is now the bet.
Joe, with his pocket 9s coming over the top there. And he'll take it down. So what else do we got going on here? We have... what's this? Let me see what this is. Okay, down you know where the
Rio Grande Valley is.
You know where the room is down there, right on the border of Mexico.
Way down south, buddy.
Way down there, yeah. So they're having a $10,000 guarantee for first place, $25,000 the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Look how much the buy-in is, $100.
Yeah, that's.
So guys, if you're down around that way, it's a 2-day event there. You might want to get in the middle of that. I mean, $100 buy-in, $25,000 guarantee.
Uh-oh. Joe just woke up with jacks.
Didn't he just have 9s?
Yeah, now he's got the hooks. Let me see if he can reel anybody in. Nope, no takers.
There you go, Ricky. Walt says he took 26 today. Sat at the left of Gino for a hand. For one hand.
We had a revolving table at one point on table 18. I think we lost about 7 or 8 people. Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. There
Uh-oh.
were some crazy people on that table.
Look at this. 7 deuce suited. Larry under the gun. Folded.
Mm-mm. He's slowing down now.
Calls, option.
So is it Andre? Is that it? Andre. Right?
Andre.
Andre, okay.
Andre? What?
There's Andre. I'm just the spelling of it was getting me.
Yeah.
Check.
Jack on the turn here.
Yeah.
Lucky River still need a little help. He does have an open ender now, though.
Interesting to see if he calls this.
8, 9, 10, king.
Yeah, 60,000. He's got 430. Yeah, he has to call this.
Blinds will be up next time, guys.
So JB has a question. I'll get to that at the end of his hand.
Folds.
And Lucky will lay it down. Andre will take it down and get the button.
You are now the blind.
JB wants to know why doesn't LC have events like this? Well, LC do have daily tournaments in the daytime. They don't have evening tournaments.
Yeah, they just don't have these big,
Yeah, they don't
big
have
ones and
well,
multi-day ones like we
well,
do.
they don't have a live stream
Right.
thing set up over there. And plus, they don't want to compete. You don't want to compete with yourself.
Right.
So we have this over here. The games the structures are slightly different between the two rooms.
And there's just more cash at LC.
Yeah.
And predominantly cash there, and there's more tournaments here. Not that there's not a lot of cash here.
Yeah. So we give the players. I mean, there's not about 5 miles difference between the two rooms, 3 miles, something like that. So we have both rooms structured so a little different. So give players a choice, and a lot of players that were playing here initially stayed here. Some went over to LC, but it's well balanced.
Yeah, JB definitely saw the carnage.
Yeah, you were a wood chipper.
Yeah, they were shoving it into me, and it wasn't working well for them.
Every time he looked up, they were replacing somebody, and you were knocking them out, huh?
Yeah, I got one guy, the same guy 3 times, but we won't name any names. And he kept wanting to come back to our table.
Yeah.
Just because it was so much action.
Yeah, I mean, at both rooms, and I've worked at both rooms.
Heads up.
And let's see a flop here. Flop's going to come 8 high. No help to either player. Larry's king 10 is still good.
Yeah,
Curious to see how. Larry's not
Larry's
going
not
anywhere.
having
I
any
like
of
it.
it.
I
Larry's
like
not
it.
having any of it.
I like it. Larry's not fooled. An 8 on the turn.
Check.
Andre's going to slow down here.
I don't think so. I think he's going to go to the chips. Oh, you're
I
right.
know. He's going to slow down.
An ace. Now what happens? Andre's got the edge here because he does act. Yeah, now he can bet out now. If he checks, he loses.
Yeah.
If he bets, he wins.
Let's see.
Check.
Yeah, he loses.
Yeah, he checked.
Larry just does not have.
I saw some reaction out of Larry there. He can't believe he.
Larry's like, you're not
He can't believe
taking
he
this
won
from
that
me,
hand."
you youngsters. Yeah.
But get back to both rooms. Both rooms has appeal for me anyway, because I worked at both. I like the comfort here and the quietness here. But I do prefer LC. That's where I work now because it has the restaurant and the bar, and it's I don't know. It's more new, I think. So, but I do like both rooms.
Yeah, JB there in the chat. All I can tell you, I don't know how many times he fired, but
Raise to 100.
yeah, he fired 3 times, and I did crush his soul all 3 times
Damn.
at the table I was at.
Stefan's going to look down at 8-5 and give it back to Johnny, and Larry will take down another pot. Guys, we're at hand number 52 here. Who you guys pulling for? You have Stefan, Andre, Lucky, Lucky River. Of course, there's Larry at 5.
And you got
and
the
Joe.
the dark horse Joe, who is doing quite well.
Joe trying to be the rookie of the year here. His first time here at our final table.
Raise to 100.
I think Lucky River's going to get this one through. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Maybe not.
Andre.
Maybe not.
Raise all in.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Andre, he's not afraid to go all in.
No. I haven't seen but maybe 2 bets where he didn't go all in, Mitch.
He's not afraid. He's not.
No, he
he's
just
not
jams
shy.
it. He jams it and says, let's go.
All right. I mean, he does have Lucky River covered, so he's like, I mean, it is an all-in situation. It's like, look, I'm going all in. I got a pot. You make the decision.
Right.
Because even if I lose, I'm still here.
Yeah. Andre's still got 1,000,000 chips if he loses.
JB's pulling for Joe.
Folds.
And there it is. Ronnie B's going to pull for Larry.
That's Larry. Yeah.
Last week was Larry's first time making the final table, and he was trying to figure out, he's like, to go to live streaming, he didn't know how to get to it. So, Larry's been around a lot longer than the internet.
Yes. He was around before they had cell phones, sir.
So Larry's been around a lot longer than the internet. So he wasn't quite sure how to do it, and he was wanting to get a lot of friends and everybody, to tune in and watch him, which is kind of cool, So a couple of guys sat down to help him out with it, which is kind of cool.
That is good.
If Gino wasn't in the booth, my money would be on him. There it is.
Thank you, JP. Appreciate it. Just didn't work well at the end. Part of it was self-inflicted, though.
King of Diamonds here on the turn. No help to anybody.
50.
Lucky River, his 10 was good.
Yeah. I'm just taking that down with that 6.
So it's kind of gotten quiet here. Nothing.
Yeah, it has. I think you're right about those 2 assassins in 1 and 2. I'll tell you what. I mean, I'll pull for Stefan since he's my nemesis. But once he puts that hoodie up, watch out. He's dangerous. He's cloaked, and you got no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen these guys play. And they are a couple, and I say this often, but these 2 guys are a couple of guys that will make you sit up straight and pay attention when you're at the table. These young men are very confident in their game, as they should be.
Let's see. Well, our blinds now, Mitch. We're on hand 56, and our blinds are 25, 50, 50. Annie.
Yeah.
So they're starting to creep up there now.
And we have 221 people watching. Thank you very much, guys. Hit the like button if you would. We appreciate it. We got here Lucky's
There
all
it
in.
is,
So go ahead and hit that like button for Lucky and is all in. Joe
310 is the total bet.
wants to count. He's got somewhat of a hand, I guess.
He's got 50 in there. He may
mean,
call that for 255 more.
Yeah. I mean, you get down to 5 players. Medium-sized hands become a little bigger.
Yep. He called him.
And there's the call.
I told you he's got some gamble in him.
It took him a while, but it could be worse, and that's what he's thinking. It could be worse than what it is. He has 2,
Live cards.
Yeah, 2 live cards, and Lucky's only got 1 over to his, so flop's going to come jack high.
Pretty good flop for Lucky.
All red, but they're diamonds. There's a 6 of spades, still no help. Looking for an 8 or a 9 for Joe. And there it is, Lucky's ace. 2 pair with the ace. Jacks of
Holds.
6s.
Ace holds, and Lucky's got a little bit more life.
I tell you, Lucky's no stranger to the final table. I mean, I think you and him might be tied for. You might have a slight edge, but you came on to the scene late. You haven't always been a tournament player.
No, I've only played tournaments
Yeah.
the last year and a half.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you've come on strong. Lucky's been around a while. He's got a few final table appearances.
Raised to 100 now.
You know who we're missing, and I figured he'd be in the stream, but Tejas, my idol.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything from him.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday. Did he play today?
He did play today.
Well, I'm sure he's doing.
He ended up, I think he busted out early because I saw him playing PLO a little bit later.
Well,
So.
I haven't seen him today. He probably has, it's Memorial Day weekend. He might have family things. I did see Joel out there. I haven't seen. Joel was crushing it for a while, and he's been absent for the last couple of weeks, I think.
We're going to have a little action now. Take a look at that board, Mitch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Andre with a set of deuces. When you flop a set of deuces, you like to see an ace on the board.
Yeah, and it's so sneaky.
Yeah.
It's disguised. Yeah. Stefan's going to lose a little bit of money here. We'll see how much.
So Andre, he loves the call and loves the turn even more. He's pretty sure that 4 didn't help Stefan at all. So Stefan's going to check. And Andre, he doesn't want to let him off the hook right yet. He wants to trying to figure out how much he can bet that Stefan would call.
Yeah, he's going to extract some more out of him. I'm going to say about 200 here.
Well, I mean, Andre is betting now, so Stefan might be able to get away from it because of the 9. He could put him on an ace-10 or ace-jack.
It's going to be a little bit more than I thought. 250.
Stefan's feeling a little bit uncomfortable right now.
Agreed, Mitch. He's thinking something's wrong with this picture.
Yeah, he's wishing the 9 was just a little bit bigger than what it is. The 4 didn't concern him either, so that might the 4 might give him the call.
Right.
But he's still. See, he's thinking he should have gotten away from there now.
Oh, and if that had been a 9, that could have been a killer.
Gino, I was about ready to say the same thing. If that was a 9, it could be big trouble. Obviously, Andre's going to bet here. I'm just curious to see if Stefan. Do you think he makes the call?
It's totally going to depend on the sizing, but I'll
Andre,
bet you Andre goes for about 335.
Now we've mentioned in the booth here just a while ago that Andre was all in machine.
Right.
Stefan's more than aware of that himself.
He's going big. He didn't go. He's doing pot size.
And the fact, I think he would have got a better shot at getting paid off if he would have went all in early like he's been doing.
Right. Exactly.
Stefan knows something's up. He didn't go all in. So now he's got a hand.
Yeah, Stefan's folding this all day. He's not throwing his chips away with ace with a 9 kicker.
Because Andre, we've talked about it. He's been an all-in machine early on in the hand, and I think had he done that on the flop, he might have gotten Stefan to call. But now Stefan, he knows what's going on.
Yeah, no. He's getting some TV time here. There's not any way that he's calling this.
Yeah, he's already made up his mind that he's folding. He's just trying to figure out a way. Am I good here? Can I be good here? I know I'm not good here.
I know I'm never good
He
here.
makes the call.
No!
Wow.
Oh well, I have a new
Wow.
I have a new favorite to win this tournament
Wow.
now. Oh
Wow.
my! I cannot believe he paid that off.
Do you think, Gino? Let me ask you. Do you think Andre's all-ins early in the final table had anything to do with that?
It might have. It might very well have. But I would have found it just so suspicious that he wasn't jamming.
Yeah,
and
early.
that how he played it.
And that's exactly what that's exactly how I would have thought about it. He's been jamming all the time, and now it feels like I'm being reeled in. That's what I would have thought.
I would have bet $1,000 that Stefan would have folded and got away from that.
Wow.
I'm shocked, very shocked.
Wow.
Yeah, well, Stefan now is the short stack with 290. Lucky Rivers got 685. He's the next shortest. And the other three are sitting all right in chips.
Look at this.
Uh-oh. Larry's got something to work with. He's got the hooks. Let's see who he can catch.
I'm curious to see how Stefan rebounds from this. You know, the kid's a solid player, no doubt. We've already covered that.
Yep.
But can he recover from this, and can he play short stack? I'm curious.
Well, yeah, he's uber short now with what the blinds are.
And that was a huge. You know, he has to get that last hand out of his head, and he has to try.
JB Head goes, I had a feeling he was married to it. Well,
yeah.
You were right.
Yeah.
I would have bet he folded it.
I'm telling you, look, the kid's a great, solid player, and that's why I thought that, he could have sniffed that one out. No disrespect to the young man. I mean, that's a compliment. Larry's taking down the pot. Now, if I'm in Stefan's situation here, I'm looking across the table right now, and all I'm focused on is I have to. The other short stack is Lucky River. I have to outlast him.
Yep, and ladder up.
And then if I do that, then I look at the next guy. I have to outlast him. Joe,
Raised to 100. Folds.
Just looking at this young man kind of gives you the chills. Like, ooh, I don't know if I want to play against this guy. All right. The link is saying Larry's going to take it down.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think here, let's see what Andre's going to. I think he's putting together a little raise for Mr. Joe. Yeah, he is. He's got some chips now, and
he's going to start. He's going to start leaning on everybody.
He's going to start filleting people. Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think this young man's easily deterred.
Yeah, he's going to like that Jack 10.
I tell you, it's funny. Jack 10 of diamonds. I'll tell you a story about it. This happened two or 3 days ago. I was dealing at the LC. I'll start it now. This young man went all in pre-flop. It was a 1-2 table, 1-2 no limit.
Yeah.
And he went all in pre-flop with jacks. Like $350, $400.
Pocket jacks or Jack 10?
Pocket jacks. He went all in with pocket jacks, and folds all the way around to the guy sitting right next to him. And that guy had just won a hand early. It wasn't huge, but he just won a hand earlier. And he goes, I'll give you some action. The flop came queen, king, ace of diamonds. He goes, Mitch, you did not. And he throws over 10 jack of diamonds. He flopped a royal.
No.
Flopped a royal in diamonds. He's like, oh, no. And the guy's like, really? The guy with the jacks. Really, Mitch?
Yeah.
Really?
You're not going to get a Christmas card from the guy with jacks this year.
But yeah, the guy flopped a royal flush,
That's crazy.
and the whole table just stopped. I didn't even put the turn in the river out. He's like, Mitch. I said, yeah, I know. You want to take a picture? He goes, yes, I do. So he wanted to take a picture without the turn in the river,
Right.
And that's what I would have wanted to do.
Well, he made a little bit of money with his Jack 10.
Yeah, I mean, all in.
Yeah.
Pre-flop, so there you go.
All right. Well, Larry's got the 7s now. And Andre's got the ace and
a 7. Larry flopping a set. Now let's see. Now, Andre does have a decent hand. Let's see.
He's not going to get a lot. He might get a little now.
Larry.
That was the best card in the world for Larry to have come out. Was
Larry,
that ace?
What's it showing a 6 for? It was an ace, right?
25 is bad.
Oh, why'd that change?
No, it's an ace. It's an ace.
It is an ace.
The reader's
the
wrong.
reader's funny.
The
okay.
reader's
I
wrong.
see it.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah,
There,
black,
now
right.
I got the reader.
Black ace. All right. Is
So,
that technical difficulty from the room next door, or is it the table just glitches?
It's from the the reader's kind of sensitive.
Okay. All right.
It's not the technical guys are top. Oh, did he just hit 2 pair?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he just hit 2 pair.
Oh, Larry's about to get paid.
Andre,
Whatever he's betting, it wasn't enough.
Andre's raising. Oh,
Yeah.
there's no doubt in my mind he's raising.
I agree. It's a rainbow board, and Larry would have had to hit runner to have
100,000
straight. So yeah.
Are we going to have a new chip leader at the end of this hand?
Now, I don't know about that because Andre's got 3.1, Larry's got 1.4, but
there's still
yeah. You're right. There's going to be a raise here. We're not getting past that.
Raise.
Oh, Larry's
licking his
I want
chops.
to see. I want to see Larry.
Let's get the camera back on Larry. Not an ounce of emotion.
Look at this.
Not an ounce of emotion.
Look at this.
Yeah.
All right, Larry. Let's see.
You're gonna dig in and think about it.
So
but yeah, Larry.
Andre's raised to 360,000.
No, go for it all, Larry.
Is he going to? If he goes for it all, you think Andre calls?
Yeah. Probably not.
He's not just going to call, is he? Come on, Larry.
I don't know. He's mulling it over right now.
He's like, can he really have King Jack over there?
You see Jedi Master Ted gamble all.
The link. Come on, Larry. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Chat. Pull it for Larry.
Yeah.
Second week in a row.
He's calling at a minimum. The question is, is he gonna?
Is he think he's not going to raise?
Oh, come on, Larry. At least double it.
Andre wants him to call.
At least double it.
No way. Oh, you think JB's saying Andre will lay it down? He makes the call. He does make the call. The look on Andre's face.
You didn't raise me?
He's like, thank you.
You didn't raise me?
He's like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mitchell was probably right. Yeah, he'll put Larry on AK and pay him off. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he would have, no doubt.
Yeah, with his ace. Yeah, Ronnie.
I
I was like you, Ronnie. I wanted him to go. I wanted Larry to get it in there.
I mean, Larry had to think maybe because, I mean, Andre's running. I mean, he's running. Okay, let's see. Steph is going all in with the 6s. There it is, the all in.
All right, here comes Stefan.
Okay. Andre, he just gave a lot of chips.
Yeah, but he's got a
to
lot.
Larry.
He had 2.9.
Yeah, he's going to make the call.
Joe folded 4s.
Yeah, Larry missed a huge opportunity right there, but I think Larry, he's a little skittish there. First time we saw some
nerves.
Yeah,
from
nerves from Larry there. He's
yeah.
been, but I think it was Andre's chip stack that put a little, Larry went out 5th last week. I think he didn't want to be 5th 2 weeks in a row. I think maybe.
Stefan's holding so far. 6s are still good. And they do hold.
There it is.
Stefan gets a double up.
He's not out yet. There it is. Andre still trying to shake off those sevens from Larry.
He's so lucky it didn't cost him
like,
another
son of a- he's like-
750 or more. I mean, yeah, at a min, he should have just min clicked it. Oh,
So apparently, the link said he just heard Larry say he thought he might have King Jack, which would have been the nuts. Which, I mean, you know, it's possible. Because Larry made the initial bet. And Andre, he came over the top. Yeah, I mean,
sevens and how that played out, though. Yeah, yeah.
I'm raising.
I'm raising every time, and if I'm wrong,
I'm going home.
going home or joining you in here.
Yeah. Joe here. Okay, Joe's looking like he might be. He just found out a poker game is going on. He's showing a little interest.
Yeah.
Well, he's like, wait, what's going on down there? Okay.
I don't know that I agree with the hand he decided to join in with.
Well, he was looking at Stefan's chip stack there.
Right.
So he doesn't have his eyes on his cards. He has his eyes on Stefan's stack.
Yeah.
Queen high flop with 2 spades here. No help to either player. Joe will check.
Stefan will check behind him. Uh-oh. Now we got a couple of hearts out there, and that'll help Stefan.
But it is a king.
Yeah, but he was already he was in the lead, and now he's got the heart draw. He's gonna put a little bit in there.
He's going to bet out. I think Joe's just going to throw his cards back to Johnny. But you never know. This guy is trying to become rookie of the year here.
No, you're dead on that one. He was done.
Yeah.
It's a good one to show right there.
Oh, Stefan showing one card now. Now he never shows cards.
Oh.
He showed one this time. He showed him the Jack of Hearts.
Interesting.
Big line, please. Folds.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Larry heating up now. Little min click.
Larry's just going to call.
Yeah, I mean, a little. He didn't even min.
He
click
likes the
called it.
fact that Joe's out of it. Now he does have position. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Round 2.
Round 2, and look at
Round
those chip
2.
stacks. 2.3 for Larry, 2.4 for Andre.
275.
Yeah,
175.
Uh-oh.
is the bet.
and he's raising.
I think Larry's trap is working. He raised. Larry, not worried about King Jack right now, is he?
No, sir.
Not worried about King Jack right now. Is he going to?
Yeah, he's gonna tap it. There we go.
He had bad intentions with that smooth call, and got Andre.
Yeah.
To fall for it. Now let's see. Is Larry in Andre's head already from that sevens already? It's like, I don't want to tangle with this young man. Look at that.
Yeah.
And Larry will just throw the aces away, stack his chips.
I tried.
And there you go. Do we have a new chip leader now?
I believe so.
Hand number 65, we have a new chip leader.
Let's see if we can get that back up there.
Larry, who last week came into the final table of chip leader and finished 5th, now is the chip leader when we have 5 left. The man is on a mission, Gene.
Yes,
He's
sir.
on a mission.
I think he is. I think he's on a mission to take it down.
All in.
Oh.
Stefan all in with the Queen 7 of clubs.
Oh,
Lucky River, he's all in.
Bad timing, Stefan. Yeah.
So we had the battle of the short stacks here. Lucky River's ace is good now, but Stefan does have 2 live cards and clubs.
And he's got him covered.
Two
and he
clubs.
flopped the clubs.
Two
Yes,
clubs
he did.
on the flop. And a club.
And that would be
there
over.
it is. Stefan.
Lucky River is going down
And
in fifth.
there it is. Lucky River. This young man played very well. Lucky River played very well.
Thanks for playing tonight, bro.
And but he is going to finish 5th.
And he's going to take down $2,645 for his efforts today.
Not too shabby.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
I'd personally like to make the final table, and I wouldn't mind finishing 5th. You know.
All right, Mitch. Well,
just-
now
just
we're
make-
down to 4.
Just make the final table, and
Be ecstatic.
all right, Joe here. I would love to be at the
Oh.
final table, down to 4 players, and have pocket queens. I would
Yeah.
love that. I would love that.
I would love that too. Except I ran my pocket queens earlier before the final table, into Stefan's pocket aces. So he got pocket aces on me 3 times today. So,
We have Lego here.
Big blinds out.
Lego is. We're going to put this up there for you, Lego. And I'll tell you why. When I came in here, I play tournaments and I play cash, but I've learned a lot by being in here every Saturday. I learned a lot from Derek. And one thing I learned from Lego, never show.
Yeah.
Never show. Never show, never show, never show. So that's just 2 of the things that I've learned. I've learned a lot more. I actually almost cashed in the seniors event.
yeah.
So I'm getting better. I'm getting better. This time 5 years from now, I should be making a final table.
I'm shocked you're bringing up that seniors event. Was that one here where you were walking out to the podium?
You were here for that?
I was here for that.
Oh, that's right. You're old enough to be in the
I made
seniors
the
event.
I made the final table. I got 3rd. But yes, I saw you walking out the door, and they had to flag you down and bring you back in.
That was
classic.
That was so brutal. That was
it's classic. And then you go and made a deep run. It was
I did, yeah.
it was classic.
it was definitely a wake up. It was early. And the guy had flopped a full house, and I turned 2 pair. But I flopped top pair, and I needed an 8 or a king on the river, and the dealer was relatively new, so he's counting down the chips, and I just was so frustrated because things had not been running my way for a long time, and when I stood up, it was not for stand-up equity. I was headed for
You're
the door,
gone.
grabbing my stuff, and I was at the podium, and they started yelling.
Come
And,
back!
yeah, I'm like, yeah,
You
guys.
won!
I was like, don't mess with me, man.
You won! It was classic.
Don't mess with
I was table over, and people were falling out of their chairs. They were laughing so hard about how it all went down. It was
And I
it was
tell
good
you,
stuff.
I every time I tell the story, it's the same thing. When I walked back, there was like Kim Stone. There she was, and she was the only person I saw in the whole room, and she's standing there looking at me, and I felt so small. Like she looked so disappointed in me. It was so funny.
All right, we got a hand brewing now there, Mitch. We got Larry with ace 10 of hearts, and then Mr. Stefan went all in with king 9 of clubs.
So Larry, that would be practically half of his stack to make the call here.
2, 1, 5.
No,
And-
and he's not going to do it. Stefan takes it down with the king 9 and his aggression.
And just the very end of that story, I did happen to see Kim either the next day or the day after that, and her and I did talk about it. And the look of disappointment that she had on her face, I was right, because she let me have it a little bit, as Kim can. She,
I haven't seen her or her young man around here lately. Or definitely not here. I haven't been going, as you mentioned, to LC, but I haven't seen either of them playing in a little bit.
Well, I've seen Hayden over there.
Oh, you've seen Hayden spin over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
a few
All right.
times. I haven't
Okay.
seen Kim.
Yeah, I hadn't seen Kim in a while.
But she'll take a couple weeks off, and then she'll be there for 3 days.
Yeah, okay.
3 days in a row, and then she'll, but I mean, they have things going on, with their life like everybody else does. But they got a little girl,
Okay.
and of course that takes up a lot of time. All is well.
All right. Joe's looking down at a Queen 4 suited.
On a rare occasion, I hope Lego's in the kitchen getting something to drink. On a rare occasion, I do show my cards. But if I was ever at a table with Lego, even if I wanted to, I would never
Wouldn't
show
turn
my
him
cards because, I know he'd give me a hard time. Flop's going to come ace high here, 2 hearts. I guess Larry's got a gut shot.
Yeah.
5 of diamonds, still no help. Andre's king
75,000
is good, but he's got to be skittish. Larry could have anything.
Yeah.
So
50 is now the bet.
Larry going up top.
Larry is not taking
look at
any
this.
gump
Look at
off any of these young bucks. Larry's like,
wow.
yeah, Larry's like, I'm going to
Wow.
put on a show for the folks at
Look
home
at
today.
this. And I'm telling you, Larry's only proven my point. Because anybody else at this table, they would try that, but not while they're being filmed.
Right.
Larry, who's going to give Larry a hard time tomorrow?
Yeah.
If he loses with 4 deuce, who's going to give him a hard time? And even if they did, he's not going to care. Unreal.
All is well is
Wow.
back in Larry here.
And there it is.
Hope Larry beats
Look.
the young bucks.
Look at Stefan.
Oh, yeah.
The same color.
Yeah,
The
he's
same
got
color.
Mitch's.
same
they're
color.
not the black ones. They're the red ones. Mitch's 10s.
I prefer. It's not like I said. I prefer. It's not mandatory, but I prefer.
Thank you. Thought that sneeze was going, but it stayed inside. We'll keep those handy.
I keep a lot.
All
Of,
right.
I keep a lot of napkins in here.
Ready.
Well,
look at this. We've got some hands here.
Three-way
Three going
action
to a flop.
here.
Yeah.
Tens are still good. A great flop here for Stefan's tens. Right now, I mean, I know. See, when I got tens and I see this kind of flop, I don't want to see a turn card.
Oh, yeah,
because I know
I'm
a
done
picture
too.
card is coming, and then I'm handcuffed.
All right.
So I do the best I can to end it right here. Larry has become the talk of the table here in the chat.
150 is the bet.
This is going to make Stefan feel good. He got the big stack out, so all he's got to worry about is Joe.
And he's got one. Joe's got 2 overs to the board, but little does he know, a 10 comes, and boy is he hurting. I mean, he does have a gut shot here.
Yeah.
A double gutter, actually, a double gutter.
Heads up.
So he will make the call, and look at that, he hit it. Wow.
Well,
Check.
they both hit it, so.
So it looks like we're gonna. I mean, Stefan still has.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're chopping right now, unless the jack.
I mean,
gets
unless
out
the jack comes, and then Joe will take it down with the queen high. But it's the 4,
Yeah.
and they both have the straight. Nobody's going to go anywhere. Even if Joe goes all in here, Stefan's going to make the call. And he's thinking about it. But he's just going to lead out here.
375.
And I see Stefan making the call here.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised it's not already in there.
I mean, I'm assuming that he sees the straight, right? I mean, it is possible that he doesn't see it. Well, maybe he's thinking about raising.
And Joe left a little
He,
behind,
he
not
wanted,
much.
yeah, he wanted to know what he
left
had behind.
100.5 behind.
All in.
Yeah, of course. Call.
And a call, and they
Chop,
both have a
chop.
10. There it is.
Straight to the 10.
Steph is going to look down at Joe and say, but I've got 2 10s.
Yes. I have 2 straights.
I got 2 10s, which is, I mean, Steph is thinking he can't have a 10, right? I got 2 of them. And there it is. So let's come in the booth and Gene, what do you think of Larry's play tonight?
Larry has been giving the young bucks a run for their money, and he's been mixing it up.
Are you jumping
very
on?
well.
Are you jumping on the Larry bandwagon? Are you? I kind of get a sense here in the booth that you're leaning towards Larry a little bit.
I'm very happy for the young man.
There it is.
Larry is putting it on him, Mitch.
Yeah.
And mixing it up very well. Of course, he's gotten some hands, but he's done well. It's just you're just not going to get a read off of him is the problem.
I'm telling you,
there's zero read, and that young man right there, your dark horse Joe, you're not getting a lot of reads off him either.
Yeah, I mean, look at these two. I mean, all 4 of these guys are great players. Joe
All in.
Joe going all in with the ace jack.
This will be interesting. Larry's got enough chips, but does he want to put that much in with 3s? No, he doesn't. I think that's a good fold by Larry.
Wow. Some poker playing tonight, gentlemen.
Look there in the chat. All aboard the Larry bandwagon, baby.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Theory, let him know, Larry. Go, Larry.
Larry going to look down at a couple of picture cards here. He doesn't like the fact that he got pushed around that last hand, so let's see what he wants to do here.
No, he's definitely going to fire. So who is the chip leader right now? Larry's got
I think Larry's got 2.2.
And on
120 is the
So Larry's coming out. Joe's got 1.1 million. Steph is 1.4, and Andre 1.2.
1.9. There we go. All right. So yeah, Larry is the chip leader.
And look at this.
check.
Larry flopped pretty good.
Larry getting the best of it again. Larry says, "To hell with the king. I got the queen. I'm betting it." Larry going to find out real quick whether or not Andre's got a king
Exactly.
or not. Guys, just a reminder here again, starting here on Wednesday, the even bigger one, $250,000 guarantee, guys. It's going to start on Wednesday, first flight at 10 a.m. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all day ones. Sunday is going to be day 2, starts at 2 p.m. And, guys, the final table will be televised here on the live stream at 7 p.m. on Monday, guys. So make sure, you get involved here.
Call. Option. Check.
All right. See a little flop here.
Flop's going to come jack high, 2 diamonds.
Could be interesting.
Larry's loving the diamonds. Andre's got a 7, flopping middle pair here. An ace of spades, I expect, will slow things down somewhat here.
Check. Check.
Unless Larry's checking. Okay, 4 spades. So Andre's got the best hand.
Queen high.
I think I'm going to say it. I think Andre might be. He might be a little afraid, a little skittish of Larry here.
A little timid about Larry.
And no disrespect, Andre. I'm telling you, top-notch player. But I think Larry might have got under his skin a little bit. Might be with the 7s, and then coming over the top. When he came over the top, let's just say Larry's definitely got the young man's attention.
Yes.
Can we agree on that?
We can agree to that.
Okay, we'll
yes,
agree on
sir,
that.
we can.
And Larry has become the chat room favorite here. Andre's got a couple of queens.
That's a good time to pick those up. Nobody home though.
He wanted. You know what he wanted right there? He wanted to be in the hand with Larry right there. He looked at all those queens. It's like, yeah. Call me. But no.
Yeah, that's true. We're four-handed. We're on hand number 76.
76.
Yeah.
260 people watching.
Yeah, it's
Guys,
gone up.
Hit that like button for Larry.
Yeah.
I mean, Gene, have you hit the like button yet?
Yeah, I need to get on my phone and do that.
I tell you, I've already
I need to get on there.
These guys are playing some poker tonight, boy. There ain't no doubt about that.
Here's Joe. We're gonna see a flop here. Andre's got pocket fours. Joe's no, he's just calling with the king queen. Stefan will get out of the way.
Yeah, he didn't like that 3. All right, so we got a little heads up action here. And there's a queen.
And Joe gets the best of it.
But there is an ace on the board, so Joe's going to check.
Larry would have fired.
Yeah, I have no doubts. Andre's coming out with his 4s. He sensed a little weakness down there at the other end.
Joe's looking at.
But
Andre.
Joe was playing possum.
Was
he playing possum?
I think he was playing possum, and I think he
All
saw.
right.
I think he saw something in Andre there. Yeah, I think he's checking, but he's
now if Andre checks, and I think he will.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to what the river's going to be. Joe will fire.
Yeah.
And there's the check. Almost a 4.
Ooh,
almost
close.
almost.
That was
a 4.
almost. Yeah.
I'm
Joe almost
for,
got done nasty, but he avoided it.
I look for a bet from Joe here.
Absolutely.
And obviously a fold from Andre.
Yeah, I don't think Joe was ever worried about that ace, how that played.
Joe's going to bet out at it. I'm looking for a fold here from Andre. What do you think?
No. I'm surprised he hadn't thrown it in already. Yeah. He's never calling. Yeah, it's too late to use the hoodie. Yeah, the hand's over with.
Yeah, I mean, even if Joe didn't get there until the river, he still beat your 4s. So, yeah. I mean, the fold is coming here. I don't really see him.
No, he can jam it, but Joe's only got 545 left. I promise you, Joe's not going to throw that queen away. So, yeah, this is...
And that's what I think Andre's thinking about. Yeah. He's like, can I get him to fold? No. I can't get him to fold.
Nope.
It's either I fold or I double him up. Mm-hmm. The love keeps pouring in here on the chat for Larry. He has become a YouTube sensation.
Yeah. OG Larry.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought when Larry was born? Back in... whatever year it was. Whatever year it was.
I'm going to guess somewhere back in the 30s.
Well, we have a regular player. I don't even know if you know him. I dealt to him today. I dealt to him yesterday. One of the nicest people I've ever met, even here in Texas. Glenn, Mr. Glenn, as I call him, 94 years old.
Wow.
And he's in there every day.
And sharp as a tack.
You would never think. Yeah. You would never think that the man's 94. I asked him, I said, Mr. Glenn. He said, yeah. Who was president when you were born? Herbert Hoover.
Oh, my goodness.
Herbert Hoover.
Yeah, learned about him in history books.
Herbert, he told me. I'm like, you're kidding me. He goes, no, Herbert Hoover. I said, I was thinking maybe Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He goes, no, I remember him. I was like, wow. So yeah, it's always a pleasure. I would love to take Mr. Glenn out to dinner and just talk to him,
Right,
man. Just
right.
talk to
Just
him.
pick his brain.
You
Yeah.
know, just hear some of the things that he's
Think
experienced.
about you got Mr. Glenn, but think about Larry there. Think about the stories and what that man has seen and lived through.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I gotta. Do we know how old Larry is?
I don't know. I don't know.
think
you know,
I think he's got to be close to 90. If he's not,
you think?
yeah. I may be wrong. But I mean, I watched him play when he was at the other table, and then was at the final table. He's sharp.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mr. Glenn is just, you know, to look at him, you would never think
He was at 93.
I mean, maybe 75, maybe.
Right,
Maybe.
right. Well, we'll have to talk to Larry afterwards and get an exact number. Yeah, you're right though. Larry is getting the love in the chat.
Yeah. He's the.
Can you think? He started at 10 o'clock this morning. That young man did.
Yeah. But he got up at 4.
Yeah, exactly. Touche.
He got up at 4. You know he did. But in all fairness, he went to bed at 7. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, we're keeping him up tonight, but I think he's happy about it.
No, he's been planning this.
Mm-hmm.
He's had his mindset on this table and this game, this going on right
Since
now.
last
Since
week.
last
Yeah,
week, there's no
yeah.
doubt in my mind.
Yeah, I think you're right. That it left a burr under his saddle.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
he was not gonna stand for it.
He came into the final table last week, the chip leader, and he thought it was.
That's good, Doug.
There
Doug.
you
That's awesome in the chat, Doug.
And that is, we got to post that. We got to put that one up. For those of you, there it is. That is without a doubt. If you have never played PLO, that is what it does to you. And Gene, I've seen you. All right, here we go. We'll talk about Gene here in a minute. Here we are, Larry with the 7s again. We have a hand brewing here.
Yeah, and Joe's got him some chips now. He's up to 1.4.
Yeah, they're not that far apart here in chips, really.
He's smoothing it, I think. Yeah.
So we're going to go heads up to a flop here. This could be a very, very interesting hand. And there it is, a queen in the window for Joe. No 7 for Larry.
Slow down, Larry. Don't get too excited.
Larry's going to, he's going to find out whether or not his 7s are good right here. He's going to come out with 160. Joe is going nowhere.
I think he's going to be cautious, though.
He just go smooth call?
Yeah, he's just got a jack kicker.
All right,
he's
so
gonna
Larry.
see what the next card is.
Larry looking for a 7. Yeah, he's going to put on the brakes right now. He's like, yeah, this young man might have a queen over there. Let me slow down. And Joe's going to tell him straight up, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have a queen.
You were correct.
Yes. And Larry's going to throw away his 7s. There it is.
And no hesitation. Good job, Larry.
Yeah, but I've seen you, and it's been a while now because you're playing over here. I've seen you at the PLO table, the cash game. And you can verify that what Doug is saying, it is true. PLO will have you pulling your hair out.
And it can be a wild roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
And when you're on the top of that roller coaster, though, there's nothing better than playing PLO.
I've heard more than one player a day say, yeah, yesterday on the way home, I was going through that hand, and it does. This game will have you talking to yourself in the car on the way home. I do like to play. I like to play, but I don't get too carried away.
Yeah. You can get in real deep, real quick in that game.
But it is a great game.
Especially if you don't play it, and know the players, and know what you're doing, it can get messy very quick.
All right, well, looks like Joe's starting to get hot. He did hit this board, but there is an ace.
4 didn't change anything there.
No, it didn't help anybody. I mean, Stefan's got a
5 is bet.
straight draw, I guess. You can say that. But it's not good enough for him to make the call here, I don't think. I could be wrong as he's reaching for chips. I could be wrong. And he will make the call.
Heads up.
Larry gets out of the way. We will go to the river. And the heart does bring the flush draw there.
Yeah, it brings in the flush, but that's...
And Stefan, he could represent. Joe's hand is not that strong. He's going to check. Now, Stefan, he can represent here.
He could. He's more than capable.
Because, first of all, Joe's wondering what he's calling with. If he thinks he has an ace, well, his ace beats his 10. If you put him on a flush draw, it got there. Stefan, maybe that was his plan the whole time.
Maybe. We're going to see. I don't think Stefan didn't bet enough. He's going to get a snap call on this one. He did not bet enough if he wanted to represent there. Yeah. 130 into a pot that had 410 in it is not going to get it done with Joe.
I don't know.
He's going to call it down. Yeah.
He does make the call.
9.
He does. He didn't seem confident. I think it's like, you're going to have to show me kind of thing. I believe you, but I want to see. I think that was. I think that's what it was. I think Joe believed him, and he just wanted to see.
I don't think Joe ever bought it. I've got to read on some of these guys, Mitch. I promise you. Yeah. About the only thing that I've misread is that Stefan calling that with that ace 9. I was shocked by that one. Absolutely shocked. All right. Mitch is taking a little time out right now. Oh, here we go. Doug, we're in the chat here, and Doug is on it. PLO ages you at a 2.75 to 1 ratio. Yeah, well put.
Doug is a PLO player.
Yeah.
JB says that.
Yeah. Here we go. Look at theory, though. He totally agreed with me. Way too small of a bet there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to get that through with. Yeah.
All right, well, we got a hand brewing here.
Yeah.
Stefan with just under 1 million chips. That sneeze got the better of him here.
It did. That was a big one. That was a big one.
Little under 1 million. He's going to come out. Looks like.
275.
Did he make the call or no? He's raising. He's raising.
Thank you for using the napkin, by the way. There, that was a pretty big one.
Yeah, I know. Don't get all over the screen. Exactly. Have to go out and get the Windex.
I think Joe's going to get out of the way here. He's like, yeah, I did it again. I'm raising on the button with marginal hands and getting popped. Yep, he's going to give it up.
I got to tell you, I'm extremely impressed with the play. Well, I'm telling you, it got the better of me. I'm impressed by the play of all 4 of these guys.
I agree. Totally.
Stefan, he came back with the short stack and played well. He didn't panic.
No, not at all.
Joe playing like a seasoned veteran here. I mean,
125 is the raise.
Those look good. Uh-oh. That little hand looks familiar to me there.
This is his first time on the live stream here, but I kind of get the feeling he's probably played final table or two before he came here.
I actually talked to him. He's played down in Houston at Champions some.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's got some tournament experience. I don't know about how many final tables, but he goes, I saw you down in Houston a while back ago, and he was right. I apologize for cussing.
I forgot to mention the 3 rules.
Call.
I haven't used any yet, so I'm good.
You can question, don't criticize.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mention any. You can talk about Vegas and Atlantic City.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Apologize about my faux pas there, using the C word.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we got going.
So we've established that Joe plays down in the Houston area.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's just moved here recently, is what he told me when we were chatting.
Well, there you go. I'm sure that we'll be seeing a lot more of him. Doug, salute to you too, sir.
Take a look here. We got a little hand brewing. Joe's got 4 to the flush. Andres picked up a pair of 9s with an ace kicker. And Larry's got a gut shot. And Larry's going to come along for the ride.
There it is.
And the 6 did not change a thing.
Check.
By the way, Gene, did I mention that we do have a new chip leader at the table?
No, you did not.
Joe, the young man. Joe.
Oh my
We're
goodness!
talking
Joe
about him.
snuck
Joe
in there,
is
huh?
the current chip. He's got a slight edge,
Yeah,
but
1.9.
it is his first time. So being the chip leader at the table, so we're going to acknowledge. Congratulations. Good for you, Joe. And Andre's 9s and 3s here are good.
He's just debating what he wants to do. Yeah, he's going to bet a little bit.
Bets 125. Action did change. It is your action now.
Yeah, Larry says, I've had enough. The queen didn't get there. And Joe's going to posture for the camera for just
he
a minute.
he loved to flop, but
yes. He's,
yeah.
Yeah, and now he's not enamored with it anymore.
The bet is 125. Yes.
He can't think his ace is good here.
No, I don't think so. Oh my!
Wow, he's making the call.
I'm going to say that's going to be his first. Can we say miscue?
Yeah. I mean,
he hadn't had many, that's for sure. Yeah, he's
All right, guys. Blinds are up.
been pretty good on his reads and knowing where he was at. But yeah,
70 for the
he did
big.
miss that one.
35, 70, 70.
Well, that's okay, because if you want to see a lot of miscues, you can come watch me play.
We don't need to keep reliving that, Mitch.
Oh yeah.
So what's Brittany doing this evening, sir?
She should be out in that room. No, she's at Las Colinas tonight. She started at 10 o'clock tonight.
Oh, she's working.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've been scheduling her on Saturdays. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what's going on.
Raise 125.
All right, Stefan's with a nice little hand here, and he's going to make the call. Larry. Yeah, I agree too, JB. I really don't think Joe thought his ace was good, and the bet was, well, I really don't care. I guess. Again, he wanted to see
what he had.
Yeah.
You may be right, JB. You may be spot on with that one.
And Stefan will take it down. We won't go to the flop. We'll move on to another hand.
So let's see. Andre's 2.48, Joe's 1.6, Larry 1.3, and Stefan 1.29.
So now Joe's lost.
Yeah, I don't think Joe was quite the chip leader. I don't think he had as much as you thought he did.
Well, he had 1.9.
Yeah, but he lost a little. But Stefan was
2
still over.
point.
He was still over 2.
So you saying he still hasn't had the chip lead?
150.
No.
Oh well, I feel like
I
an
think
idiot
he was
now.
close. I think he was close, but I
Well,
think.
well, I gotta hope he does.
But I didn't
now.
want to argue with you. It's
Ah.
my first time. I might not get invited back.
Well, I'm going to take a drink here, so
Okay.
hold the phone. We
Okay, I'll hold the phone. All right, so here we go. Andre with some pocket deuces,
That's
and then we got 6-3, and we're going to a flop. Not a lot of help for Stefan there.
well,
Yeah.
you're getting a little love in the chat. Mean Gene needs to be a regular in the booth. Love that guy. There you go. Where is it? There it is. We'll put that up there. There it is. There it is. Getting some love from Daniel there.
Thank you, but I want to be on the table.
Yeah. So do I.
But
I mean, I like it in here too, but I hit the wrong button there. I like being in here too, but damn it, I'd like to be at the table one time.
well, hey, if you make the table, Tejas and I will come in here and take care of it all.
Yeah, that like
Or Frogzilla. Frogzilla did a good job.
Well,
You had him a couple of times.
I tell you what. Let's make it more realistic. The next time you make the final table, which will probably be next week, we'll switch places. You can come in here, and I'll sit it just one time.
Just one time.
Just one time. Because me making the final table, yeah, a better chance of seeing God. No, my game is getting much better. My game is getting much better, and of course, it's hard for me to make the final table. I'm working, I'm
Right.
dealing, so I'm not playing. So if I don't play, I mean, I've played this tournament like maybe 5 times. I made it to level 9 last time. Yeah. No, actually, I think I made it into the teens somewhere.
There you go.
So I'm getting there.
That's respectable.
40 is back.
I mean, when if you can run that deep and get down to the last 3 tables, yeah, that's doing something, because there's some really darn good players that come and play. Some of the regulars, and then some of the guys that show up and just play tournaments. There are some solid people playing here.
Both Joe and Larry getting a piece of this. Joe getting top, Larry getting bottom. 4 is not going to help anybody. Larry,
500.
He's going to apply some pressure.
Lego getting on me, boy. He getting on me.
Raise all in.
Work against the
Working is a good excuse.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Lego. Larry's all in. Joe makes the call.
What?
Larry's in trouble here.
No, say it isn't so, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah. Our senior statesman, Larry,
I'm telling you. Wow.
had a very good run, and he just went out 4th, which will pay $34.25, Mitch.
I don't know what to say.
$34.25.
A lot of times in here when I watch the final table, I do have someone I would like to see win. And I try very, very hard not to let it show.
Right.
But I got to tell you, I was pulling for Larry. Nothing against these guys. Everything I've said about these guys, everything I said about these guys are true. The guys that see 1 and 2, they're still here. No surprise.
Exactly.
These guys are killers. Joe has been very impressive.
He definitely has. For this to be his first time here, Joe's done a very good job.
But hats off to Larry. Back to back
Final
tables.
4th or 5th and a 4th place finish.
Yeah, I mean,
Solid.
if you're not impressed with that, there's something wrong with you. To make the final table is hard enough. To do it twice is hard enough, but to do it back-to-back weeks,
yeah.
hats off to Larry.
No doubt about it.
Congratulations. You know, and trust me, it's more than just the money for him. He came back. He came back this
pride thing.
Saturday
Yep.
on a mission, and a lot of times I've had missions and I fall way short, and he accomplished
He
it.
didn't. He crushed
Yeah.
it.
He made the final
Crushed it.
table 2 weeks in a row, and
125.
hats off to him. Hats off, Larry. Very good job. Now back to the final three here. We are in the middle of a hand. Stefan's got a queen. Joe's got a 9 of spades. No spade. No help to Joe. He has first to act, though. Let's see if he can steal this pot away and press us some more.
He's got a nice chip stack, man.
Wow, look at it.
I'm going to step away. You want another drink?
No, I'm good. I actually, yeah. So I'm going to hold off on the drink. We're down to the final three. I think I can make it. So there it is. Joe almost pulled the trigger and took this down, but thought better of it. He is more than aware of Stefan's chip stack there, and it could play a part.
All in.
Figures if, yeah, and Joe will quickly make the fold here. Yeah, 9 high is not going to get it done. And Stefan will take it down. So there it is, guys. 270 of you tuning in. We appreciate that. Down in the final three, guys. And here is what they are fighting for. Number one spot's going to take home 14-4. Second place, 19-5. And third place will be 5,615. We had, was it 100? Let's see, what was it? 165 entries today. Down to the final three. Blinds at 35, 70, 70. Hand number 88, guys. Johnny in the box here. Flawless tonight. Flawless.
140 is the bet.
Excellent job by everybody.
I got your ante, okay?
And Joe's going to take it down. Joe, the youngster here, first timer at the final table, does have the chip lead. And it is very interesting. Did I say 95? I think I said 9.5, not 95. I think is what I said. Let me see what the numbers are. Like, I think I said 9.5. Yeah, 9.5. Oh, I see. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, that's it's 9,511. There's a little extra zero in there. No, it's not. Hold on, Gene is back here. Flop's going to come 9 high here. Andre, thank you.
100.
Yeah, I did look back at the graphics. There's an extra zero in there. I didn't notice that. We were talking about here. Gene just came back in. I'm going to show him here. We're down to the final three, so I brought up what they were all fighting for here, and I said first place is taking 14.42.
Yeah, I want second place money.
You want to finish second? Yeah, that's not accurate. One too many zeros there. 9,511. We'll go to second place, guys.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it.
Good eye, Lego. Good eye.
Yeah, like he was second place 22. Not much action while you were gone.
All right.
Call.
All right. Heading to a flop here. All clubs, and they both happen to have one. Stefan with the better one. He has the 9. Joe has the 8.
Queen of spades on the turn there. I'm feeling much better now.
Yeah, it doesn't change much. I'm kind of surprised one of them hadn't taken a stab at this yet, and it's too late now.
Is the two of spades kind of like the two of
Two of
clubs?
clubs, yes, it's back. Yes, we want a new river.
But see, the two of clubs, the two of clubs is a little different.
Two of clubs
here.
would have made a
Would
big
have
difference.
Big difference here.
All right. Joe's going to take a stab at it, realizing he probably can't win if he doesn't bet, and he takes it down.
So
now, Mitch, look at the
now.
chip count on Joe.
Now we're gonna correct. See, I was way ahead of myself. Now Joe is well, he's putting it on these two killers over here.
He is.
He is putting on a show here. Joe is trying to take away. The story of the final table was kind of Larry. Joe's trying to steal that away. Steph has got a couple of picture cards here.
Uh-oh. This could get interesting. Yeah. Going to have a little bit of action here.
Yeah, Stefan's going to hit top pair here. Andre's going to hit bottom pair. Uh-oh.
And he just got bailed out.
He got top pair and bottom pair. Now Stefan has a gut shot. No, yeah, he's got a gut shot. A jack
And
or a
two-pair.
queen.
And a two-pair draw.
Yeah. Jack or a queen. Yeah, but his two pair is no good. He can't.
This is true. You're right.
He can't hit a bigger
Yeah,
two
you're right.
pair.
It does have to be a queen or a jack.
Yeah.
King does him no good. But nobody told Stefan that.
Yeah.
'Cause he just raised 300,000. On hand 91, we're starting to see a pretty big pot emerge. And the 9 does not change anything.
9 does not help. Actions on Stefan. He didn't like Andre calling on that turn.
Nope, he's going to slow down and put the brakes on.
So Andre knows he's good.
And this is a problem for Stefan because he's only got 685 left. Yeah.
He just asked Johnny for a count there.
Yeah, he did. Like I said, that's, yeah.
425.
I don't see him making a call here, do you?
I don't, but being that ace came on the turn, it's,
Calls.
Wow.
yeah, he's made 2. He's paid Andre off twice now. That's gonna cripple Stefan as far as his chip stack. He's down to 260 now. The blinds are now at 35, 70, 70. So it looks like it's about to be, can I say, a 2-horse race?
Nope.
Not yet?
Nope.
Not yet?
I've seen crazier
Seen him come back?
I've seen
All right.
crazier things happen,
Okay.
but
We're not counting him out yet.
it's leaning that way. But I've got faith in the young man. They keep changing.
Hey, He was Mitch. Stefan was my horse. He was my pick from the get. So I mean,
They keep changing my chair, I think.
yeah. Who's sitting in your
I
chair?
don't know. They're cash guys during the week. I don't
No.
know. Anyway, we want to mention Memorial Day weekend, Memorial Day. Bonnie's coming in. Wishing everybody a happy Memorial Day.
Yeah.
And for those who, you know,
275.
gave up the ultimate sacrifice. And, you know,
Served and
served it.
sacrificed. Yeah.
My father was a Marine, you know. My grandfather was in the Army. They put in their time. And thanks to all of them.
Exactly.
Not just my grandfather and my father. Thanks to all of them. Yeah, that do everything they do.
Well, Stefan picked up some blinds. He's up to 450 now.
You know, they keep us safe. You know, how just by putting a fear in the rest of anybody who wants to try and
Get out of line.
Exactly.
Exactly.
They don't want to mess with the American soldier.
No. $268 on the views. Hand number 93, Mitch.
Yeah.
Blinds are getting up there now,
Yeah.
though. 35, 70, 70.
That's some serious blindage right there.
Yes. I think Donovan did a phenomenal job adding back in those two levels, because if not, it had been accelerating way too quick. At least now they're getting some play here on the final table and not having to do 6 and 5 and 4-way chops.
And we have an ace high flop here. And Andre's just going to push people around now. Guys, we're going to come back in the booth. We got Gene. We got Mitch Lloyd here in the booth with Gene. Thumbs up for the American soldier. Thumbs up to the American soldier. Army, Navy, Air Force, and of course the Marines. Yep. Guys, appreciate the job that you do. Make us all safe here. Make it a lot easier to sleep at night. You know, knowing those guys are out there doing what they do.
Agreed.
Thank you, Fonnie, for mentioning it.
Yeah, Joe's got 2.8. Stefan has 520. And Andre has 3.5.
So, you know, not everybody's a seasoned veteran when it comes to tournaments. So for, guys who are just learning, we have Andre and Joe, and they are focused on Stefan. They are focused on Stefan, and I'll show you why in a second.
Quite a bit of a jump from third to second place money.
Well, there you go, JB. His dad was in World War II Navy. Thankfully, he came home and could marry my mom and bless the world with me. There it is.
Well put, JB.
Well, there it is. We have Joe. Oh, look at Andre racing it up here with the dirty diaper, right?
Yes, sir. He is. Yeah, he is.
And
Joe's
Joe
gonna look him up.
And flop's going to come king high. Again, missing both players. Now let's see what kind of poker player Andre is here. Yeah. Let's see if he can fire again at this board. Would you? Would it two picture cards?
That's tough. But if he wants to continue to tell a story, and he's going to try to.
There it is.
He's going to try to tell a story that he's got some paint in his hand. It's whether or not Joe believes him, and Joe
believed him.
Joe believed him. Andre continued telling the story.
Well, guys, like I said, Joe, whether or not he believed the story or not, this is what they're all talking about. Forget the zero there, but the next person now is going to get 5,615. It's a nearly $4,000 jump there into second place. And this is why Andre and Joe are looking very, very hard at Stefan's stack there, and that's probably one of the reasons why Joe didn't make the call there on that last hand.
Agreed.
Because
I think we got an all in here.
See the hand?
and there's the call.
I don't know. Yep.
Stefan's ace is good. Joe does have 2 live cards. Swing and a miss by everybody. Ace is still good.
Uh-oh. Joe
Stefan-
picked up a couple of more outs.
Queen.
No.
Stefan will double up.
Yeah.
I told you.
It's dangerous
I
though.
told
I
you.
mean, yeah, giving him chips, but yeah, they just did. Joe could have got away from that hand, but also I
Yeah.
understand for the amount and trying to take him out and ladder up to second. I understand that play, but he could have also gotten away from that. Well, we got 260 viewers now, Mitch, on, what are we on? Hand number 97.
97, coming up to the 100 mark. Derek and I used to do the over/under on hands. I talked to Derek not too long ago.
All in.
He said he wanted to come back in a time or two. I said, dude, you are more than
Oh,
welcome.
okay.
I would,
Derek the floor here?
Yeah, I would, you know.
Yeah, he did a good job with you. I remember watching those.
I learned a lot
Yeah.
from Derek being
Yeah,
in here,
he's-
you know.
He's a very good poker player.
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah.
He's a good floor. I like him.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
He got when I left to go over to Las Colinas. That's when he got the job here, Florence. So I've not been here working when he was flooring.
I'll tell you, he's fierce. He plays a good hold'em game, but
Yeah.
he's
Oh.
a fierce PLO player.
Oh yeah. He
Derek,
comes over.
Derek is a very good PLO
Yeah, he
player.
comes over once in a while. We sat down a couple of times at the same table, and I'm proud to say I got the better of him a couple of times. You know, I got lucky.
Check.
Yeah, Joe and Andre just need to stay out of it with each other, and of course Stefan isn't minding if
Well, Joe's
they
got
beat each other up.
Check. See what? King high.
Looks like Andre's got the.
King.
You got the straight.
No,
He hit
just
the
the king.
straight. Oh, okay. Because it looked like Joe hit a queen on him. I
No,
must
no.
have read the board wrong.
Yeah, no, just king high. King high took that
Well,
one
they
down.
had a queen on the board on the
Yeah, I think the
graphics
their
there.
graphics were funny again.
Just cashed in the first TCH tournament I've ever played this week. On the final table, the guy next to me said, "You should fold until the bubble pops." Best advice I ever had.
Your serve is 700-ish and then minus that.
Had a conversation with my little sister one time, and
All in.
Oh. Joe's all in with the ace-8, and he takes it down.
had a conversation with my little sister one time. This is years ago, and she said, "If you're on the bubble in the tournament on the bubble to make money, and you were second in chips, and you had pocket aces, and a guy who had the chip lead over you, he went all in, would you call?" I said, "Of course." She looked at me and she said, "You're stupid."
Well, you and I are cut from the same cloth because
yeah.
there's no situation pre-flop that I'm folding pocket aces.
You know, she's like, "You're on the bubble of making money."
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I said, "Yeah, but I'm pocket aces. It's heads up. Eh, He's gonna. I'm the second in chips. He's gonna double me up." And she's like, "You're stupid." I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Only on Sundays.
All right. Three-handed, hand number 101 with
Stefan, good spot to go all in here.
All in.
There it is.
and Mitch called it.
Joe going to make the call.
Uh-oh, bad timing.
Going to
Bad
make the
timing.
call.
Yep, Stefan is going to need to get lucky and catch a jack here. or a couple of running cards to make straight.
Ace high flop, no help.
Joe's got the better diamond. No diamond.
8, no help.
Yeah, and we have
And
2.
there it is.
What's he gonna get, Mitch? We just covered that for third, but
Yes, we
let's
did. Let's go at
go
it
back
again.
to it. All right, for his efforts in third place, Mr. Stefan is going to get $5,615. Congratulations and great job, buddy.
Well, good for him. Congratulations, job well done.
Uh-oh. I think these two fellows may want to split it up.
Well, what are their?
What other chip stacks? Let's see.
Well, they are talking chop. So let me ask you, Gene, what do you think about the chop? If your head's up, do you want to chop or do you want to play?
Depends on how tired I am, if I think the other fellow's better than me, and how it's been running. If I'm running good, I want to play it to the end. But I've always said I'm never chopping until we get down to 3. But I think these guys now are pretty evenly stacked after that last hand. And what is that? 9,014. Split it down the middle. Make somewhere around 12 and some change apiece.
Well, it looks like they were unable. Johnny's shuffling and cutting. Looks like they were unable to come to agreement. Now, after spending a lot of time in the booth here with Derek,
Lines are up next hand.
he convinced me not to chop. But there is a situation, a scenario, where I would chop. If I'm at this final table right here, and I am the chip leader, and the other people want to chop, I would chop. Because my goal is to be the only one to commentate this table, final table, deal this final table, and win this final table. No one's done it. No one's done it. And if I specifically asked, if we chop and I'm the chip leader, do I get the win? Yes, you get the win. In that situation,
then you would do it.
I would chop.
Because that would give you the trifecta.
That would give me the triple crown, yeah.
All right.
And
Well, I've got 2 now, so I might have to get a dealer's
crap,
shirt.
why did I ask you in
I
here?
might have to get a
shit.
dealer's shirt.
Damn.
Yeah, because I've got the wins.
Oh, good God. The easiest one.
And Tejas too. Tejas has done
He got two.
commentated. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but
got the wins and that.
I gotta stop inviting you guys in here.
One of the two of us might need to borrow a shirt and deal a few downs.
Damn.
Oh.
That's not right.
No, it's not right, because I'll tell you this right now. I'm not a dealer, and I don't profess to have that skill set. The guys, you and the dealers that we have here, they're outstanding. Got some great dealers at this card room, and LC, of course.
But all you would have to do is deal one hand.
Yeah,
that's all you would have to do. Deal one hand. Oh crap! Oh, look at this. They want you to do it. They want you to do it in the chat. Oh. All right, Joe's got the better of this flop here. Heads up action. Down to the final 2. Andre does have a gut shot. He's looking for a 6. Joe's going to check it. Oh, jeez. Here's cousin Mitchell. He's been in here, too. Mitchell's been in here.
Coming to deal.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. They're all applications are coming in tomorrow. I can see it now. Oh,
Mitchell,
geez.
Superman.
Oh, no.
All right.
I shouldn't have said that. Oh. Guy's going to steal my thunder. I have to start playing hard now.
Yeah, you're going to have to get to that final table, buddy. We might could do that tag in. I think Donovan's going to have a problem with it though. If I get you there and then you substitute in, Donovan's going to squeal.
We've had players in the 10 on the river that have commentated and made the final table. Derek being one, Ben, Eugene, I think.
JB's commentated several times, and he's made the final table.
I'm talking about dealers.
Oh, okay.
Dealers that have made the final table and commentated.
Okay.
So we've had them deal, commentate, and make the final table, but nobody's ever
They haven't won.
won.
All right. Gotcha.
So Mitchell's won. Ugh. Oh, jeez. I shouldn't have brought it up. Oh, man.
All right. Well, Joe's tanking here for a minute, but he does have the best of it. But he got a little pressure put on him. Andre made a bet of 425, and Joe, see if he can come up with a call with his Jack 9 on a queen high board.
I tell you, this young man is very impressive.
Oh, and he did lay that one down. And
Win or lose. I mean, Andre's,
yeah,
he's been the most seasoned player at the final table. He's come in. He's made the final table, I believe it was 3 weeks in a row.
You know what's funny? Until today, I'd never played a hand with him.
Really?
As much as I've played in the last 6 months, I haven't played a hand with him.
I've had
and Lego wants to deal too. Of course he does.
I've had Lego in here too. Oh, Jesus.
All right, Mitchell, Lego, and myself, and well, I'm inviting Tejas. We're gonna all do a dealer tryout and see if we can get a one-day job. Whoever wins on the tryout gets to deal the next final table.
Oh, there you go. Whoever does the best audition.
Yeah,
whoever
exactly.
does the best
4 of us will try out.
Gets to deal one hand.
Yeah, exactly. That's all. The first hand.
Jeez. And they'll bring you over to Las Colinas and tap me out. Yeah, get up. Like I'm not getting up. All right, Joe's deuces are not good. Andre's got an 8. Oh, you guys are killing me, man. You're killing me. Anyway, Joe here, regardless of what happens, like I said, this kid's been very impressive.
He's done an outstanding job, Mitch. There's no doubt about it. It is very difficult to, get to the final table and then get down to the final 2 and make it through the whole field on a Saturday. That's an impressive feat.
Yeah, I mean, he's going up against, and the thing is, he doesn't know that Andre's got all this experience at the final table. He's maybe 6 final tables around there. Maybe not 6, maybe 5. But they both look very relaxed. Hats off to them.
Well, I'm just impressed. Joe doesn't show a lot of emotion. You're not getting, or I'm not getting a lot of tells off Joe, and I didn't get any tells when I was playing with him at the final 2 tables.
Andre's going to make the call, take down the pot. Now you've been here, so let me ask you: when you make the final table, it's kind of stressful, but when it gets down to the final 2, okay. Is it more stressful, or is it? Can you relax a little bit?
It's less. I mean,
you can relax a little bit.
Yeah, maybe what was it? 3 months ago when it was Ricky and I were the final 2. It was nothing but fun.
Yeah,
because we've one of us is going to finish first, the other's going to finish second. It's not a big deal. You have a good time. You have a good time with it. But it's also good. A lot of times when these guys chop, and I know other players have said the same thing in the chat, but when these guys chop, they're missing an opportunity to get that heads-up experience that they could really use in a bigger tournament at a later time. Because if not, they're going to get eaten. They're going to get eaten alive if they've never gotten to play much. Much
look
heads
at
up.
this. Now I want to see how he plays this, how he chooses to play this, because I have my own opinion on how to play pocket kings or pocket aces.
And
heads up.
Yep, he's playing it soft.
I say, now here's the thing. Look at the flop. all spades, and an ace. Now he does have the
does
king of
have this
spades.
King of spades, yeah. Problem is Andre.
Wow,
Andre doesn't
wow.
have anything, but now he does.
Luckily for Andre, they're all spades. He
Yeah.
doesn't have a spade, so even though he hit the queen, he's not stepping
he's not
out of
going to
line.
lose.
Yeah,
he's not
stepping
going to
out.
lose a lot. He might lose a little bit.
That flop made Joe a little disgusted because the ace came, and
Yeah.
but I mean, still he wasn't all that freed about the ace. It's the only card he didn't want to see, obviously.
No, like I said, he's
Look
going to
at
get a little
this.
bit from him. I don't know if he's going to call him again, though. Depending on the bet sizing by Joe here, Andre's probably going to be done with this.
Well, Joe's got to know he's not going to call too much.
Yeah, it's going to be too much, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, and Joe had to know he wasn't going to call too much.
375. Yep, 375.
Wow. So what's Andre thinking about, Gene?
He's thinking I can never be good here.
so
four flush.
I mean,
4 flush, ace on the board. He's
I mean, he does have a queen.
Yeah, but he's thinking.
I mean, he's not up against 3 other people. It's just
Right.
heads up.
That's true.
Maybe Joe doesn't have a spade.
That's true.
If he doesn't have a spade,
then all he's got to beat is the king. I mean, the ace. Excuse me. All he's got
well,
to beat
even
is an ace.
but even if Joe has a queen, his kicker might play because Andre's got a deuce. He's got no kicker.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna. That was a little too much. He probably would have got paid off with 150, but yeah, there you go. JB said it. Heads up. It's definitely less stressful. You're focused on one stack.
Yeah. Now, about a little over a month ago, I did make a final table out here in the tournament. I did make it to heads up, and we were having such a good time. When we did get the heads up, the other guy had like a 7-1 chip lead on me, and he looked up at the board at the numbers, and I said, "Hey, don't even look up there." I said, "Dude, we're playing." I said, "You beat me. I said, "I'll take second place." I said, "Well, we've been having such a good time."
Right.
I don't care. It's
Right.
not that. It's not that big. It's not this kind of money in this tournament here. It's a couple $100, and dude, I'd rather just play and have some more fun because I'm making money. And,
Exactly. Yeah.
He said, "Great, Mitch. I love it." And we played it out, and I'd love to say I came back and won, but that would be a lie.
That would be fiction.
Yeah, that would be a lie. Everything else I said was true, but that would have been a lie. So, but I did finish second.
You know what, buddy? This is the latest our final table, our Saturday one, has run in a long time.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
I mean, we're up to over 100 hands.
Yeah, I mean,
lot-
maybe we should.
A lot of times I get out of here in time to play the 9 o'clock tournament.
exactly. Maybe we should box Johnny and get Dina in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets it done a lot quicker. We're not in trouble, are we?
Check.
Yeah. Readers.
No, I got it.
Okay.
$400.
All right.
So where are we at here? All right. So Joe's got a king. Ooh, that's a straight there for Andre. And Joe's got a king. This could be
A problem.
seeing how he's drawn extremely slim.
No, he's not dead. He just needs a king or a queen. And Joe is going to take the lead on this. No, he's just called. Excuse me. He just called it.
Yeah, no help.
No help. And yeah, Andre's in. real
Can
good shape here.
Joe get away from this?
I think he can.
right, we have an all in.
Calls. See it. Straights.
Again.
Oh, he did call it.
Oh, he called?
He did call it. It's over.
All right, gonna go
It's
see.
over.
Wow, that is it. I
That
didn't think
is
you make the
it.
call, guys. Real quick, we just got information that Andre, not only did he win this tournament twice, he actually won it 3 times.
And now we
Right
have
now-
number 4.
Right now it's 4, so Andre couldn't. I'm telling you, seasoned veteran guy's tough. Great job, Joe. Youngster played well. Congratulations. I'm sure he's living here in the area now. He'll definitely be back. Johnny, excellent job. Everybody, great job. Gino, thank you, sir.
Hey,
Thank you for
you're
coming
most
in.
welcome. Thank you for
Appreciate
inviting
it,
me.
guys.
Had a great time.
Don't forget, this Wednesday starts. The even bigger one starts on Wednesday. No stream on Saturday. Look for it on Monday night, guys. Do
Right.
appreciate you coming out. Good luck.
250